Culeros.
We're live. We are live.
What up, what up?
How we doing today? We're missing Tubby, but the show continues. We were supposed to be on at 7 on the dot. Had some technical difficulties, but let's see if people tune in. Let's wait for people to come on in. MXG says, "How you doing, bro? Welcome, welcome, welcome to the live pod." Daisy, what's up, girl?
What's up?
Happy Saturday, guys. How's everybody doing? Chilling at home? Not gonna lie, a little bummed out with these stupid technical difficulties. I hope the stuff is not messed up. But guys, as you guys come on in, make sure to double tap the screen. It helps to get pushed into the algorithm. It helps us get more people in here, which makes it more fun, more interactive. Don't be shy to interact with us and talk to us. That's why we're doing the live pod, so you guys could come on in, give us your intake, your input. But how's everybody doing? Happy Saturday. What's up? No more crickets. Yeah, my homie right here is having a war against crickets.
Can you guys hear them? They're loud.
I can't hear him on the headphones.
They're really loud.
It's like when Rogan fought the coyotes for his chickens.
Nah, ya casi, bro. Me dan ganas de soltar unos alacranes, güey, aquí.
No, you can't hear him. That's the same thing that happened, but Danny and I, when we connect our earphone for the last pod, we were like, oh shit, you could hear the fucking crickets in the background. But yeah, man. How's your
Yeah.
week going?
Ah, bien. So far, so good, bro. Just
Yeah, nothing but work.
working.
It's it's warm today, bro.
Yeah, it was surprisingly pretty warm.
Yeah, man. Oh, what the hell? I brought my jacket and everything, thinking it was gonna be cold.
Quítala de ahí, güey. No mames, that shit's like.
It's in the background. I'll put it on right now. Yes, welcome guys. Happy Saturday. Sirenas is back. What's up, girl? How you doing? Happy weekend, hopefully. Hope you guys are doing good. Gabby, what's up? Ale, what's up? How we doing, Sirenas? How's your weekend? How's everything coming in?
¿Qué vole, qué vole?
By the way, last weekend we had a couple people asking about the YouTube. If you guys go to our bio, link in bio pretty much, right? We have our YouTube link in the bio, which you'll be able to see the replays of this and our old videos. We're gonna start uploading them there too. Your week was good, nice. Our week was good too. It was a little warm here, but we're
Not
good.
too bad, bro. I mean, it's been a little, it's been like shifting a little bit now, and I think there's gonna be rain.
Yeah,
There's rain
Thursday,
forecasted
Friday.
Thursday, Friday, and maybe Saturday.
Yeah.
So since Wednesday, I think starting Wednesday is gonna drop.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's gonna get pretty chilly, which I have no problem with that.
Yeah, me neither, bro. Like you guys can see, I got my jacket ready and
It's
shit.
full.
I thought it was gonna be cold.
Throw it right there on top of the drum set, bro, or on top of one of those cymbals. Este, güey.
But yeah,
Te dije, güey, si querías un gancho, so you could fucking hang that shit.
nah, that's
What
cool.
kind of jacket is that?
It's a bomber jacket
From
from
where? From
Stussy.
oh oh yeah yeah yeah. You had told me, huh?
Yeah.
That's a skating brand, también.
It's a skating, surfing.
Oh, surfing, también. That's cool, bro.
I'm from Newport Beach, and it's chilly, which I love. That's good. That's good. I like driving in the mornings. It gets chilly when I drive towards like the beach areas, Like if I'm in Santa Monica, Venice, like it's nice and cold.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy how when like the times I've driven to the beach from here from South Central, as soon as you hit like like a certain spot, like it's all cloudy and pretty fresh and
Yeah,
it's all fucking hot over here. It's crazy, huh?
that is funny. Kind of annoying when you have to drive back and forth and shit. Like you go hot 1 minute and then you get cold in the other.
Yeah, the cricket stopped already.
Yeah, they learned their lesson. it's I've been I talked to you about it over text a little bit, but I've been talking to a lot of like I always do to my passengers about AI and stuff.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And and to me, like, the curious thing is that I was listening to a pod with Elon, and he was talking about his ideas for what he thinks AI means for the humans. Because I don't know about you, Danny, but me personally, I'm like kind of scared to where work industries are gonna go, right? Like the workforce.
Yeah, definitely.
Not scared, but it's kind of like eerie to think about. Like, oh shit, what are people gonna be doing?
Just the unknown, bro. It's the unknown. I
Yeah,
feel.
and he had a completely different view in which he says that it's gonna help boost the economy, which is weird. How do you feel about that?
I don't know, man. I feel like I think just recently I was listening to the Joe Rogan and Elon episode. I don't know if you listened to that one. Oh yeah, you told me
Yeah,
you were the
yeah,
one that told me how. Well, I know that you had told me like, oh, that AI and automation is gonna boost the economy, but as I was telling you on the voice messages, like I mean I can't see it. How? Like the thing would be like look at what's going on with the government shutdown now, and who's gonna disperse these like universal income to people, you know, like the government. So then if they shut down, like what, we're
we're
asked
all
out.
waiting for the money to come in.
Yeah, like I don't know, bro. I mean, and honestly, like it's just I don't trust the government to be like giving people aid like that because they just it's not an efficient way of doing it, at least the way that I think. And um Joe did ask him like how would the economy be like pushed, or
Yeah,
like how is it going to improve it, and I feel like he didn't really have a clear answer, bro.
yeah,
He didn't have a
yeah.
clear
He
answer, so
didn't.
I'm like maybe they don't even fucking know what's going to happen, you know.
Yeah,
But I mean obviously look, I think, well, this already, I think he's on his way of becoming the first trillionaire, right? Like on
on paper.
on paper, right? So he owns like Tesla, right? What's that other one?
He has a bunch of businesses, bro.
SpaceX,
He has SpaceX, Tesla.
Tesla.
He has the chip one,
Oh yeah, Neuralink.
and then he has the one with the like the rails down underground for the Teslas
¿Cómo
that'll
se llama
shoot you
eso?
border. No, the boarding company, the boarding company,
The Boring Company.
boarding company.
Yeah, so I mean, it's like okay, well, I can understand. I can see it where he can be him as a business owner, right? That it's like, oh well, yeah, AI is better, right? Yeah,
Yeah,
he doesn't have to fucking pay people and benefits and all that other shit. So, of course, he's gonna push for automation and integration of AI into like these into the workforce,
into the
bro. But it's
workforce.
like, uh,
I saw that point of view too. I was like, Elon. It's easier for Elon to say it like that, especially for him to be like making people feel okay with it. Like, oh, it's gonna be fine. But we also have to remember that Elon is the one guy that tells everybody be careful with AI.
yeah, that's true, bro.
So it's like, I mean, Elon is a fucking complex ass dude, but he's always said that about AI at least, where he's always said be careful with AI. And even in that episode, he talks about how he created Grok to be a competition against the other ones, and
Yeah, like
apparently in
Microsoft and other.
some poll, they asked all the AI systems, how do you feel about humanity? and the only one that put any weight on the human race was Grok,
Yeah.
and everybody else was like, oh, they're below us or whatever.
I mean, who knows? I mean, obviously, también ya ves que it could be kind of um
Manipulated.
no, not manipulated, but it's like, oh well, it's Elon talking about Grok. Well, no
Yeah,
shit, you
yeah,
know.
yeah,
It's
yeah,
like
yeah.
you're talking about this was, of course, he's gonna say like, oh yeah, Grok is the
It's like
best,
Nike
and
defending Jordan and
yeah,
everything.
like all that shit, right? But I think there's I mean, with all these stories coming out that these AI systems are protecting themselves and they're creating like copies of themselves in the cloud to like because they understand that they're gonna get deleted. It's like can you really control it? Like maybe it'll understand that it has to tell you, oh yeah, the human race
Yeah.
is like, of course, right? But then you don't know
Very
what.
sci-fi movie and shit.
Yeah, like you don't know, like in the background, like these other AI systems are like, fuck. Well, these people, like what he was saying, that I think the Microsoft one, that if you ask it, oh, can you generate me a picture of the founding fathers, and it'll generate like a picture of like
Women.
colonial, diverse women, right? Because that's what that AI was instructed to do, and it's instructed to say that I think he said misgendering somebody is more dangerous than a nuclear holocaust. That's what he
Okay.
was saying. I don't know if you remember that.
Yeah.
So he was saying that other, I don't know if it was a Microsoft AI system. Um, that he was saying that like, hey, like misgendering, like a trans person or whatever, is more dangerous than
Nuclear
nuclear
holocaust.
holocaust. So
And
that's
that's why it
fucking.
gives you that.
So then it's saying like, okay, well then if there is a nuclear holocaust and all of the humans are dead, that's better than like it's not it's good because then nobody's gonna get misgendered. Like
That's insane, bro.
so who knows, bro? I mean, I honestly think that it comes to a point where uh, like like he said, we can go the Terminator route or it actually benefits us.
Yeah. And that's scary. But we have a girl here in the chat, Veronica. She said
What
I
up, what
caught
up?
it earlier. She said that she had her first AI interview,
What the heck?
and she's like, I was on the camera, but AI is just the voice. That's
That's fucking
insane.
wild. That's wild, bro. And a lot of people are losing their jobs now, man, because of that shit. Especially like the people that are like supervisors, like I guess corporate positions are gonna be wiped out.
I feel that AI can be racist, and that kind of goes to who's programming the AI, Veronica. So depending what AI system they're using, I agree with you. Where like it could get some of those like racist thoughts, I guess, right? Because we go to the where they're using it in the Middle East to detect the terrorists and follow it home and strike
Oh,
it.
but yeah, that's like the whole Israel system, right? Like the one
Yeah,
they're trying is it Palantir, the one they're trying to put in they're trying to put it here in the US.
yeah. But it's like you said, like who's telling it who is racist and who's
Yeah.
not? Like just because a dude is brown and bearded, is he the terrorist?
Yep.
So I think that goes to what Veronica is saying, that she believes it could be racist. I think it could learn to be racist depending on who's programming the
Yeah,
AI.
and you know that what that interesting about the whole Israel thing. I don't want to really want to get into like the whole politics about that, but the really messed up thing that they're doing with that system in like Palestine. So they're basically using Palantir to do facial recognitions, and they follow people like all over like the city, and if they believe that these people are some in some way shape or form tied to like a terrorist organization, they'll wait till these people get home and they'll instruct AI to do a strategic like attack on them, and they'll like
Get rid of
get
them.
rid of the whole family, not just that person.
And it's the risk of that person actually being innocent, not
Yeah, I
having
mean,
anything
and
tied up
it's
to them.
because it's not. It's like again, like how you said, AI is being instructed to do this. Like While here, I think they're trying to do it like I think they're starting some police. I sent you that video that some police
The towers that are around like 7-Eleven parking lots,
yeah, like
they're
some
not they're not police owned, or they're not a police system. They're owned by a private company that collects all the data.
yes, that like let's say if you drive down a street, let's say you're taking your kids to school, you drive down the street, it'll ping like around the time that you
That you
drive
leave.
down the street and what car you drive, what time you're driving back, what time you drive again to pick up your kids. So they're they're using these AI systems to kind of
Track
like
people.
track, yeah, to track people. And obviously, it always starts at, oh well, if you're not doing anything wrong, then why are you scared of it? But that's just a huge invasion of privacy.
But there's already, I don't know if you remember. I think it was in that same video. There's already cases for wrongfully accused people.
Yeah,
Yeah, so like
they're suing
they're
they're
already
suing
suing
yeah.
the
And
system.
the crazy part about that, bro, that these contracts that the city or the police departments are agreeing to, it basically like dissolves the third party of any like wrongdoing. So we're they're using our tax dollars to pay for these systems to be implemented, and then when something goes wrong, like they'll sue the city or like let's say the police department, and they'll pay out with our
With the
taxpayer
tax
dollars.
dollars.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that goes with any kind of like law enforcement cases.
No, yeah, but I mean, let's say you're talking about a system that's being implemented like a third party system. Like, so if that system is being wrongfully used, like, why not sue that company? Like, hey, your system is the one that's
Oh
causing
yeah,
not.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Like,
Because it should be the third party that got it
yeah,
wrong.
bro, because it's like it's your system. Your
Yeah,
system gave us the wrong information.
that's true.
I mean, that's the way that I see it. But
I think I think that would make sense because getting rid of this third party system is kind of dumb. Like why? Like it's your product. Do we get anything if we wrongfully accuse anybody?
like, who way?
Like let's say we watch a crime happen and we point fingers. It was that guy, but I got it wrong. Do I get any punishment for that?
Nah, nah, because it obviously like it's I guess you'll just be like discredited because
A
they still got to
stupid
do
witness.
they can still got to do the
The research and all that stuff.
yeah, like the investigations. But I mean, a lot of people have been wrongly convicted because of that. Like because people say like, yeah, that's him, but like our brains don't really remember like that much. Sometimes like when you see traumatic things happen, if you do witness it, like I feel like your brain kind of blocks things out, or to kind of protect itself or protect you from the trauma or whatever. But
Yeah,
yeah,
man.
man, it's really interesting. Everything that's going on with that whole AI thing.
Okay, I
It's
think, man. Ah, man. It's one of my well, you know me, bro. I get really attracted to it. The whole topic of it fascinates me in a way, and like we could even get into other stupid shit like AI and if this what we're experiencing is a whole, what do you call it, simulation and all that stuff. But like AI kind of, Elon said it, like I think every time more and more it gets proved that we are in a simulation.
yeah, I mean it's like I think I was watching a podcast with ¿cómo se llama el quantum physicist?
I always forget his name, bro, but
Neil
he's
Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Neil deGrasse
Yeah,
Tyson.
so that guy's awesome. Uh, so he was saying like everything in the universe is math, bro. It's numbers.
Yeah,
Like, so I mean, if you think about the Matrix and all of that shit, like it's all numbers, bro. Like it's a numbers thing.
yeah.
Pero
I think one of my favorite quotes from Neil deGrasse Tyson was when he said that he was talking about how big infinity is, and he's
oh
like
yeah,
people have no idea how big infinity is. Like if everything is infinite, then that means there's somewhere out there. There's someone just like me and you doing this right now. Maybe something's different, but it's done again and again and again. So it's not just us going through this, me and you talking right now, but like it's also like
like a mirror
the
effect. Like
mirror,
you
yeah.
have a mirror against another mirror, and it's just like
and that's fucking crazy to think about.
Yeah, I mean it is pretty wild. And like the also I think he said that there's more stars in the universe than there are grains of sand on Earth.
Yeah,
That's crazy, bro.
that's
'Cause that's a
insane.
lot of fucking sand out there, you know?
O como dice Fuerza Régida,
Como dice, güey?
para los que están heartbroken, dice, hay más culos que estrellas.
No, puras mamadas, nomás.
Ese güey está bien mamón.
Nah, wait, pero going back to the whole AI thing, like, when we were talking about the like replacement of like people, it's like I told you, like computers didn't show up to replace people, It was their tools. And I do think that if they were to change course instead of like uh talking about AI replacing people, but maybe like and instead of that, just to change it, okay, we'll use AI as a tool to help people, be better at their jobs. Then I think that would be the best course to take. Because I mean,
Yeah,
what are you gonna do with all these like unemployed people? Like it's just to me like that's the issue for me. Like, what are you gonna do? And it's proven, bro. Like, we've seen that. I mean, I'm not saying all people. Like, obviously, another argument is like people are gonna maybe find time to explore. Like maybe somebody would like to do painting or be a business owner or whatever, and they don't really have to worry about going out there and working, or work for a living, and they could focus on that.
yeah. First, acá está nuestro partner in crime, el Tubby. Saludos,
What's up,
saludos.
Toby?
¿Cómo andamos, bro? Allá andas con los Padres.
¿Qué onda, compa?
Pero sí, bro, going back to the conversation where, and Rogan kind of touched into it, bro. He kind of nicked the conversation because he told them there's going to be a lot of people that are going to be lost on finding their meaning in life. And that's usually depression. That's
Yeah.
depression, mental health. And I think that's another thing that I mean, depression here in the States is big. It's a big problem too. So to think that you're gonna take away somebody's meaning of life, which is either working or providing, and then I don't know, guys and girls are just left to be at home and not do anything. And I think that's another thing that's gonna be interesting to see because a lot of people already lose themselves in that idea of like, what's the meaning of life, or what's the meaning of my life, which is a little darker. And if we see that ramp up, then we're gonna have even more like maybe even like suicide rates and stuff like that.
I mean, as I do believe, like after like listening to all these podcasts and watching all these videos and reading books and everything, like I do believe that us as humans, man, like we need to be busy, dude. Like it's just like recently that we have all this like commodity.
Yeah,
Like maybe 500 years back, like people weren't having 3 meals a day, I'm sure.
and
Maybe even 150 years back, people were in, it's like you couldn't fucking go to the store and, like, hey, I want to buy like sugar or whatever the fuck. Like that was like, I'm sure that there were places where it was rare, and now it's like all this commodity, like, that's what I feel like that's what también it kind of like messes with our natural um function as a human being because it's like there's just we're not really meant to be like living like
sitting
this,
around.
like like we have to do something, like we have to find some type of meaning with our lives, whether it's like providing for a family, like you know men or women, it doesn't matter, like, or just getting up every morning and like doing something that that makes you like feel like you have like some type of purpose here, like because it's like I feel like nowadays a lot of people wake up, the first thing you do, grab your phone, you start looking through TikTok or Twitter, X or whatever,
And then
Instagram, and then looking to see how many people liked your post, Like it's like a lot of our lives now are like revolved around like social media and
social
stuff like
media.
that. And
And it's crazy that you say that because then, like you said, the first thing you do is open a TikTok app, and even if, probably not consciously, but subconsciously, you're comparing yourself to these like rich, like already made it influencers, right? Living in $1 million house and like look at these fools, they don't even have to go to work today, they're just getting coffee. And you're comparing and what do they say? Comparison is the worst.
yeah, yeah. Pero también another thing, if you remember, do you remember that show, the MTV Cribs or whatever,
Yeah.
and how people would just fucking rent houses in the Hollywood Hills and like, oh yeah, this is my crib, and it wasn't even their fucking
Yeah.
house, but people would be like, oh, at least like
I
people
want to have
like
a
us,
crib
like,
like that.
damn, hell yeah, that's a badass house and blah blah. But it's like it's all fake, bro. It's like it's not even reality, like reality is very different. Like everything that like especially now, like going back to the fucking Garth Brooks video, like how so many people are talking all this mad shit because they,
They're
they're
judging us.
getting, yeah, like they're just talking all this shit about us,
Like the
like,
most simple thing is they all think automatically that we listen to rap.
yeah, we listen to rap or I mean whatever it is, what it is, but if you go out on the street, I'm sure they wouldn't be telling you that, like,
Yeah.
I like at least me, like if I'm out, like when I like do deliveries as a driver. Like most people are nice, bro. They're like they're they're not like how you would find people on fucking social media, Because I
Yeah.
mean, I'm sure like there's a lot of us that understand what it means to get punched in the face if you start acting stupid, But there's no consequences on social media. You can say whatever you want to say, and nobody's gonna turn around and smack you.
Yeah. And then there's like viral videos of certain events where like there's kids that don't know and they meet that in the video. Like they're fucking around like haha like taking away hats. And the
Oh
guy
yeah, the
doesn't.
pranksters and shit.
Yeah, and then this fool just slaps them and shit. Like, get the fuck out my face. All right,
Yeah,
let's
bro.
go over some of these comments.
Handles.
Cause la charla rifa, dice el Tubby. Medina dice, on NASA's website, it clearly states we are on a flat, non-rotating Earth. Damn, bro, you're touching flat Earth stuff. I saw your comment earlier. Veronica, did you guys see the robots that work for Amazon? 16,000 people lost their jobs. Veronica, now that you say that, we were talking about it not long ago, but um, my padrino Bezos.
Este, güey, uno fuera, güey.
Now Bezos said that he wants to replace the delivery drivers. So there's AI robots that will get on top of their self-driven AI vans, and at your home, a robot would stop, or the van would stop. The robot would get out of the van, drop your package in your porch, and then get back on the self-driving van. So that thing is coming, but it's wild that they're already implementing it in their warehouses, considering that a lot of jobs are at warehouses.
Yeah, I mean, it's coming, man. It's coming. I mean, unless they stop them,
Yeah.
you know.
But I kind of want to bring it back to what you said, because I had a thought when you said that how we're not meant to just be sitting around,
Yeah.
and that's another thing that I've learned through exercise and stuff. Obviously, I'm mad chunky right now, unhealthy, but we've always pushed to like people to be more active, because also that helps you be not sitting around all day.
But
And
don't
you're
put
actually
yourself down, bro. You're full of healthy
healthy
chunkiness.
chunky. One. But I think that is something that we should be pushing on the people that I've always thought. I've always believed that. Like I used to be a personal trainer, and that's what I would tell my clients. Just get active, like it's bad for you to be sitting in front of the TV all day.
Well, even that, bro. Like, I mean, it makes sense. Like, I know, I don't know if it was what is it, Robert Kennedy Jr. that was saying like, why not give people like access to fucking to gyms, like a free membership, kind of like
Well,
part of like a medical whatever, And I'm like, that's not a bad idea, dude. Like, I mean, how much would a gym membership cost, a year versus how much it costs to like give all these people like diabetes medication and hypertension, especially in our communities, like the Latino communities, and we there. That's like rampant, bro. Like everybody that I know has fucking diabetes or high blood pressure.
or it runs in the family.
It runs in the family, and it's just
But it's funny because it's it's RFK today, and JFK was the one that started a healthy America. So
oh no
JFK, the
shit, I didn't know
president
that.
that got
They
assassinated,
got smoked.
he was the first one to push like health and like exercise to America. So it's funny,
That's cool. That is wild.
a full circle. I think it's his what nephew or something like that. RFK to JFK.
I think so, yeah. So I think it's su sobrino. El Tavi says some shit right now.
So
He
yeah,
he
chat.
talked about a fucking the guy. Remember he told us the guy walking that robot dog and shit.
Oh
That fool, he
yeah,
put it on the comments. I know I seen it right now.
he sent us that video, right?
Yeah.
It's like a robot dog. He was walking it down the street.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's fucking crazy, bro.
Would you guys replace your pets for that? Like no more poops to clean.
Nah, bro. I mean, I don't know.
And an AI robot is gonna talk to you. AI robot dog.
It'll be like Family Guy in real life.
In
Fucking
real
your
life.
dog is gonna be talking to you and shit.
Yeah, man, that'd be insane. I wouldn't do it. I mean, I'm hardly like a dog guy,
I mean,
but
if it's gonna be a robot, might as well be something like crazy, like something that you can't really have, like a fucking elephant or some shit. Like,
you know what's funny? I talked to you guys about these two guys that I picked up from Santa Clarita, and those ones look like they were all off. But it's funny how like to us it's not even a thought. To them it's like I can't wait for Elon to release those robots.
oh yeah, yeah.
And like he's like
There's a lot of
20,000 a
there's
pop. I'm gonna have five running around my house
there's a lot of fanboy shit going on with that fool with
with
Elon.
with Elon.
Yeah, bro. Like I've met people that are just like oh my god, everything that Elon does is like oh that like hell yeah, like they're fanboys like straight up, bro. Like it's so crazy.
I don't know. I always was intrigued by Elon way like a decade ago when he was first starting to talk about bad about AI. Where I was like, why? Like that sounds cool to me. And now I'm all worried and shit. But I've always been intrigued by what he says and his ideas. But I wouldn't have a poster of him if I was a teenager or
Nah, but
something.
there's people that actually buy a Tesla. They have fucking Starlink. They'll go watch the fucking rockets take off from Vandenberg Air Force Base or fucking Texas and shit. Like, it's crazy, bro.
That's
Like, that's
crazy.
wild. I mean, to each their own, right? To each their own.
Yeah. Starlink sounds pretty cool though. Go out to the
Oh, to
forest,
go,
don't
yeah,
lose your
like
signal.
you could watch. I think here in Vandenberg Air Force Base, you can watch like the rocket take off, and then the booster, like you could see it come back down and
Come back
like
down.
land on the landing pad.
That's pretty crazy. Why is it called La Charla and you're talking in English? Porque a veces de vez en cuando hablamos español, hablamos Spanglish, bro. Pero sí, ay disculpa. Pero sí, bro. Talk
Yeah, we talk
Spanglish.
Spanglish.
Pero la otra vez aquí estábamos we were like kind of me and Danny were. I don't think Toby was here, but we were trying to communicate with one another, and we were like at the end of the thing when we stopped recording and when we stopped the live, we were like, bro, I was lost. I didn't know what fucking language to speak. I was like, fuck. Me too, you know. I was like, shit. Elon used to
Pray to demons.
pray to demons. Remember what?
His grandma found him.
I don't know about that, man.
I better send some links, bro, so we could look into that.
it's um, it's funny because I'm telling you guys, this was a decade ago. I was starting to read his they made a biography on him and like I was that's where I found out he was from fucking South Africa.
Yeah, so he's a South
But
African
I read like
person.
a chapter and then I was like, all right, I don't need to learn too much about this.
Yeah, I know there's a lot of controversy with his family because I think they owned like emerald mines in South Africa, and they like use slave labor to like mine them and shit, and that's
Well,
how they got their money or some crazy
I,
shit like
I I
that.
I believe a lot of like lighter skinned people from South Africa are always questioned for the shit they.
Well, yeah, I mean, because of the apartheid. I don't know if you know about
Yeah.
that shit. That they were like basically exterminating the actual African population down there, like the native population.
I had not heard of.
That was another thing, bro. Talking about that, I heard that the Japanese people, like the current Japanese people, are not the original
Hey, where did they
Japanese
hear that?
people.
I just
I think
heard
I
that
sent
too.
you. I think I sent you a video. I mean, I don't know how true that is, but it's pretty fucking crazy to think that they're saying that the Japanese people are kind of like a mixture, but of like Koreans and maybe some other like native people from that area, from like the Korean Peninsula and stuff.
Yeah,
But that they
they used to be
immigrated
darker.
into the Japanese island, and that the original people of Japan, like are darker skinned because they're you know live in an island and like obviously
Yeah,
and and that these fools fucking wiped them out almost.
that's crazy, man.
And the original people that lived in that island, I guess tattoos were like a thing. And in Japan, like Japanese culture right now, like tattoos are like nah.
Like, nah, people don't have 'em.
Yeah, unless you're like fucking a criminal or some shit.
Yeah, I had heard that somewhere else too. I think it was with Bobby Lee.
Is it Bobby Lee?
No, it was Bobby Lee and one of his like guests.
Maybe, bro.
Are you guys sharing on Streamlabs? No, not yet. We're working with TikTok only right now. But Streamlabs would be the next step. Stream it out to like YouTube or that other streaming site.
I didn't even know there was something else on for.
Yeah, they're in the mountains in Japan. The darker skinned Japanese.
Or the originals.
You can just YouTube or it's on TikTok.
You
All
can
for
do it with OBS
the demon
multi-stream.
things.
What is it?
He said something
Oh,
about Elon.
YouTube
Right?
and oh yeah, the whole demon thing with Elon.
Yeah, you guys are musicians. I see instruments. Aquí mi friend, Danny, is more of a musician.
Yeah, bro. Tubby and I used to. Well, you too, bro. Used to be in a band. Stop saying you weren't a musician. This fool played guitar, but he was the lead singer for like a black metal band,
Way
and
back in the day.
way back in the day. Yeah, he used to have long hair and wear face paint and everything. And Tubby and I, if you were here last week or the other lives, we were in a punk band.
Yeah. With the devil's horns. I just learned that it means I love you though.
Oh yeah, sign language, huh? The kids.
Yeah. I'm learning from my niece instead of me teaching her. Give me a scream black metal. No, ya no. Ya no me
Ya no.
sale.
Ándale, güey. Do it, fool.
No, no, ni madres. Ahorita que nos empedemos.
Nah, I got a badass picture of this fool on the mic when he used to sing, and I'm gonna make it like maybe poster size, and the number he's gonna be on the wall.
That was a long time ago.
How old were you, bro? We were in high school still, huh?
Yeah. Well, it was from probably from 17 like 20.
2017 to 2020.
No, my age
Oh,
17
your
to
age.
20
Yeah, I was like, no
21.
mames, güey.
Cuz we stopped playing like around 21.
21.
We all
Yeah.
went our separate ways. But it was pretty cool. I'm not ashamed of it or anything. It's just look, it's the past.
You seem like you're ashamed of it, bro. Like, what the fuck?
I don't know, man.
Nah, you guys were pretty sick. I told this guy like if they would have kept going, I think they would have made it. Like legit, that band was sick. You guys should put it on Spotify,
On
bro,
Spotify. Ricardo
or
keeps
even
saying we should.
or even YouTube. You guys have it up on YouTube?
We have certain recordings up on YouTube, but we brought it all down. Like
Why?
we put it like private. Mainly because the channel was taken over by my little brother.
Oh shit. Well, I'll probably start posting them up there.
Yeah,
I'll put it on the Mente channel.
Lacra too. Yeah, that was this was band Lacra.
Yeah, we had Lacra for 10 plus years. We started in high school. We started like at, I think we were 15 when we started the band.
We were kids, bro. Thanks for the
Thank you
hats,
for the
guys. Thanks for the
hats.
gifts. Medina, if you're talking about our channel, we just made a YouTube channel, guys. By the way, so make sure to go check out the YouTube channel. The link is in the bio. It's the same thing, La Charla over there. And you'll be able to see replays of this. If you ever miss some, you guys actually like listening to our conversations. You guys will be able to see them on YouTube.com. The full replay, but I don't think you would hold it. Oh, the hat. Let's see. We got some gifts from a couple of people. Daisy, make me smile. Ale. Daisy, Gabby, Sirenas. If you're still in here,
Thank you. Thank you for
thank
the
you
gifts, guys.
guys. Thanks a lot.
Appreciate you guys.
Appreciate the love. Appreciate the support, guys. But yeah, man, pretty crazy.
Yeah, güey.
It's funny because we were talking about Juan Gabriel last week, and we made our video this week about the Juan Gabriel conversation. But it's funny to see like more people are using Juan Gabriel songs on TikTok now. I guess it's trending.
It's been, no? Oh, because of the Netflix.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Aside from the trumpet, the one the trumpet song everybody puts for like anything Mexican.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Da, 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 da,
Yeah.
da, right. Da, da. Yeah, yeah, Simon.
Aside from that, because of the Netflix movie, it's funny we talked about it and I saw glimpses of it. I still want to see it though. You haven't seen it yet? Yeah.
My cousin is the number two.
My cousin is number two in California for the most tackles for Saddleback.
Damn, your cousin is pretty talented.
What is that, football?
Sirena, yeah.
Oh shit.
Damn, that guy's,
Number two in the state.
that's crazy.
That's insane.
That's a lot of kids to be number two. That's wild.
That's pretty crazy. You know what's crazy too that I saw is the down south. The assassination of that one fool.
Oh, the Uruapan guy, huh? The guy from
Mm,
Uruapan. ¿Cómo se llama? Carlos Manza?
Carlos Manta.
Manza.
That's
Yeah, that's crazy, dude. Like with the violence out there, it's fucking wild.
I had not I had never seen him to be honest. I
Oh
had
no?
never seen him like talk until he passed away, pues. And I think it's pretty cool the way he would talk to his pueblo, pues.
Yeah.
And from there, they started making like montages of other people they've killed that have stood for the pueblo. And it's like, holy shit. There was another guy, and I believe they killed him last year in November.
¿Quién
And
sería?
he was damn, he was from another town. It was a I couldn't even remember the name. But maybe you remember him because it was pretty graphic. They cut his head off, they put it on top of a truck, and they left his body on the.
Oh, yeah. I remember, but I don't remember where he was from. Si era de Michoacán o de otro estado.
Yeah. And that fool, he's like, well, how would I? There was an interview where they asked him like, how would you like to be remembered? En español, pues, como a mí me gustaría que la gente después de que me muera, que recuerde que yo fui el sembrador de paz.
Yeah.
Like that fool wanted to be remembered for his peace. I think that probably was him,
Bernardo Bravo.
Ronaldo Bravo. It's wild the things that happen over there, bro. And I think we're so close, like
Well,
what, a
yeah, bro.
couple hundred miles.
I mean, you have family out there. I have family out there. I'm sure a lot of people, we all have family out in Mexico, and it's pretty wild. Like the stories and stuff like that. De lo que le hacen a la gente ya. That's fucking crazy, dog.
Yeah, man. And I also saw another guy. He speaks perfect English, but apparently he talked he talked about Mexico like being his, like, oh, this is my house, like, oh, this is where I live. But he was tearing up the current administration down there.
Like, pero de qué or what? What was he saying?
Pretty much he was talking shit because como que he in his eyes he's like, this is the perfect proof that it's a nautical politic party because she doesn't want to attack, she doesn't want to go get him or whatever. From
But
what I remember.
pero la gente que sí está like the people that really that has been following like me. I mean, I haven't really been following, but since I think I started going regularly to Mexico like maybe back in like 2006. I've been going back and forth, and it's always been fucking crazy, bro. Like
Yeah,
siempre, like these. I don't know if you've heard that. I think the last six presidents, except for AMLO, were on the CIA's payroll.
yeah, I heard something about
So
it.
it's like, so then what the fuck are they talking about? Like I mean, this new guy, like, and that's something that I've been talking to uh Daisy about that, like this whole thing about the abrazos no balazos, right? It's like it's that's mainly for the youth because they're saying like there's no opportunities for these kids, and obviously like what we were talking about social media, everything they see is the corridos. They see fucking Peso Pluma and all these other fools wearing all this shit like Gucci and all these crazy brands, and that's what they want, and they start and they're like I just finished listening to the podcast with Joe Rogan and that fool ¿cómo se llama?
El,
Ed Calderon.
yeah, el Calderon.
So con Ed Calderon, he's saying that if they have advertisements on TikTok, bro, to like recruit kids to these cartels, and
Yeah.
I mean, and obviously, you got all these artists that are glorifying all that shit, all that violence, and these kids think it's like, oh, it's badass or whatever. They get sucked into that shit because they really don't have opportunity out there unless you have money.
Well, right now with the music, I've always liked it, uh, and it's different for me, right? Like
Well, yeah,
I
but
could talk about
we're
it
out
over
here.
here where I'm safe. I'm not getting my block is not getting gunned down like every other week or whatever. But I've always seen it kind of like how like the startings of Easy E and Ice Cube down here, and they were telling the story of where they're living.
Yeah.
And it's like over there, that's their story. And yeah, it's a little more different where they make songs to certain like pin hits, but that's the way I've always seen it. But obviously, too, it's easier for me to say that where I'm not experiencing the violence that they experience over there caused by these pin hits that they are being glorified. And another thing right now, a shift that you're seeing in that genre, just because I'm so into it, and there's like a certain artist that kind of started where it's very positive, um, motivándote kind of music. Like habla de salir para adelante without mentioning no narcos. Because
What is it?
that's a lot of the narco music too. It's how the kingpin started from the bottom and then he ends up at top.
Simon.
Now this guy just takes the narco out of it and it's all like uplifting.
¿Quién es, güey?
Damn, he just made a song with Luis R. Let me get the name.
Also, Luis R is collaborating with that fool.
Yeah, Luis R. just made a song with that fool. But that other fool was already like a lot of people were like, the song se llama Mi propio jefe. El otro fool se llama Raúl Beltrán, güey.
Oh shit, Raúl
Yeah.
Beltrán.
And he has a couple bangers. He has a pretty good songs. Pero hasta en esa canción de Luis R, güey, where he's like, para relajarme a veces me pongo a leer libros.
No
Which is
mames.
something like from Luis R, güey, because we're talking like all this other stuff. But it sounds cool. I like the
That's
song.
cool, way. I mean, at least the message is different.
Yeah.
Um, Este,
But we it is crazy what goes on down there. And it's funny because you told me I always thought the abrazos no balazos thing was kind of corny to me, but I had not seen it from the point of view that you see it, where like abrazos a los niños y paran de matar a los niños que están matando allá, ¿verdad?
no, like, como darles atención, güey, a los niños, darles amor, es lo que dice, los niños ocupan amor. Y es lo
Porque
que AMLO les tiraba mucho aquí a Estados Unidos, que dicen, aquí tenemos la violencia, pero ustedes allá a su juventud les hace falta, when talking about depression, he was saying that, les hace falta que abracen y les den amor a sus hijos allá en Estados Unidos, por eso tienen depresión, por eso caen en las drogas, that's why you guys have a fucking addiction problem, and obviously, you know, es como todo, güey, like, igual, like Ed Calderon was saying, like, to Joe Rogan. Like, yeah, there might be like es un chingo de droga, güey, lo que se manda de México para acá, pero también de aquí para allá mandan un chingo de armas que están armando a los narcos. So, el gobierno no puede pelear, güey. Like, these fools have 50 cows and shit mounted on pickups, you know?
yeah,
So it's like they have like US military fucking weapons like fighting with the cops allá en México que pues
no se
México no
puede.
no, güey, no se puede.
Pero lo que yo iba, pues yo nunca lo miré así, ¿verdad? Y Carlos Manso, said the same thing. He saw it. He's like, ya basta con eso de abrazos no balazos. Con esta gente no se puede hablar con abrazos, dice.
No,
Se
los
tiene
narcos
que
no, güey.
agarrar a chingazos. Pero pues él obviamente estaba hablando de.
Pero el problema también, güey, es que en México, fíjate, como en Michoacán, it's a badass story, but it ends up fucking tragic de las autodefensas, güey. I don't know if you've heard of those fools. Esa
No,
gente, güey, tiene huevos. So, el mismo pueblo en Michoacán agarraron armas de donde fuera, güey, se armaron y ellos mismos, güey, estaban peleando. Como the towns, like regular people like you and I, they fucking got guns, they started training themselves y esos güey estaban peleando contra el narco.
it's crazy.
¿Qué pasó, güey? I think era Peña Nieto, el que también es otro presidente que es de los otros partidos que están diciendo que estos partidos de Morena, el
Están
partido de
malos.
Morena están mal. Pero estos güeyes llegaron y les dijeron, ok, ¿saben qué? Entreguen sus armas y nosotros como el gobierno pues los vamos a proteger, vamos a traer al ejército y todo lo vamos a proteger. So then what happens? Because these people are law-abiding people,
Turn in their
entregaron
arms.
las armas, nunca llegó el pinche gobierno y los narcos llegaron y hicieron un matazón de gente, güey.
That's fucked up, man. That's
So
why, man. That's another thing we gotta be careful over here, man.
So it's pretty fucked up, bro. It's a really bad situation, and obviously, the U.S. is just as guilty as the Mexican government, porque pues there's a lot of corrupt politicians allá también, güey.
Yeah, well, we've seen the history in narcotics with Colombia, Mexico now. I think Panama at some point, and it's the CIA is always in there, which is crazy, bro. It's
Ya ves
crazy.
como dicen, güey, que en México, Ed Calderon también platica the story that, and I had already heard it or read it somewhere else that I don't remember if it was, I think it was during the Vietnam War, the U.S. couldn't produce, there was a shortage of morphine and they couldn't produce it. So
Yeah,
then they linked up with the Mexican government, like, hey, I need you guys to produce
morphine.
poppies, like
Poppy seeds.
yeah,
Yeah,
so we could make morphine. So then they started dumping all this money into Mexico so they could produce the morphine. As soon as they withdrew from the war, like these people were like, hey, what the fuck are we gonna do with all this
they started
morphine?
studying it.
Like fuck it, let's start making heroin and sell that shit.
That was
And
Ed Calderon that said that, huh?
yeah,
Yeah, that's pretty crazy, man. That's another wild thing.
and that's how everything started allá como en Mexico when it came to the whole like the drugs and all that shit.
Yeah, that's pretty wild, man.
La amapola ya ves que hay canciones de la amapola, especially like older canciones.
Chalino
Yeah,
antes de
like ¿cómo se llama la canción esa?
which one?
Like they'll say like, oh, que linda flor de amapolita or some shit like that. Like there's canciones así but it's
Oh
like,
yeah, yeah,
and if
yeah.
you think about what amapola is, it's like Like what the fuck? They're putting like
People
a
talking about drugs and
yeah, they're
shit.
talking about drugs with like putting it into like a love song and shit. Like
Loves like, yeah,
that's wild, bro.
that is funny. But with damn, I had a thought in my way. It went away. Go over.
Yeah, let's go over some of the comments, bro.
Thanks, guys, for being here. Daisy said it's been 10 years and we know nothing of their existence. Oh, it's hit home for me, my uncle, and two. Oh, the story of like it's hit home for me. My uncle and two of my cousins were kidnapped and disappeared in Jalisco. It's been 10 plus years and we know nothing of their existence. That's crazy, Daisy. They're having their own conversations in the chat too, which we love.
And the whole disappearing of people, that's like a recurring thing, bro. And it all, I'm telling you, when I think el Felipe Calderón se llama el presidente that started the war against the narcos, and people are calling it a silent genocide in Mexico because narcos have been like killing people, bro. Like in Durango, where my mom's family's from, they found what they called este fosas clandestinas, and it's just piles of people, bro. Piles
Crazy.
of people that it's like nobody knows who they are, and then más aparte, like the people that they've like, you know, like you don't even know if they're dead or not, you know. It's pretty crazy, bro. I mean, and to be fair, you know, like the times that I've gone to Mexico, obviously as a tourist, they can tell, like, you know, who's who. So they don't mess with tourists, or like let's say like the people that que se van a vivir para allá porque we obviously go to spend money. And narcos don't just sell drugs. Like you go to a wing spot, you know, or brewery or
Yeah, they're
a
making money from
tequilera.
there.
There a lot of these businesses are owned by narcos too. It's not just the drugs. So it's like they know that we go out there and we spend our money, and they need to, you know, take care of that market too, you know?
It's funny you say that because I was watching on my personal stream. I was watching how El Mayo was able to survive like all these years without getting caught, and this fool had his money everywhere, bro. He was one of the biggest lecheras, like like brands.
He owned the lechera.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and like he was one of the biggest leche, and like people would be like, oh, okay, he had a daycare for both adults and kids, like just running, and like people, the guy talking about it is like, it's crazy to think that you're taking your child to like pretty much like a nautical owned fucking place.
Yeah, bro. But you don't know. You
Yeah,
don't
you
that's
have
the
no
thing. You
idea
have no idea.
because it's clean business,
Yeah.
white business, white
And they use a
people.
lot of these businesses to launder the drug money.
Money. Yeah, so that was pretty crazy. And it's crazy because he said at the end of the video, he's like, it's crazy to think that he was brought down with so many $1 million that he's bigger than Pablo Escobar
Hmm.
when it comes to money, and that he more than likely still has a lot more money like spread out, which is clean and stuff.
Oh yeah, yeah, definitely, bro. And they wouldn't be able to track that.
They wouldn't be able to track it.
I'm
It's
sure he
insane,
has
bro.
like offshore accounts and all that shit that they can't be touched, you know?
Yeah. Did you hear that all the immigrants that are being taken are not being deported back home? Honestly, I haven't heard about that. I've heard crazy stories though. They said modern slavery, snatching people up, even forcing them to be in U.S. Army, no training. That's kind of wild.
Yeah, that is a little wild. I mean, do you know anybody that has like gotten deported? recently?
No, not recently.
Yeah, because I don't think I know anyone that. I mean, back in the days, ya ves que como se oía, like all that, like
Yeah.
people getting deported, snatched up, and um. But there is, I think, también ese mismo dude for Ed Calderon, Ed Calderon, dice que se está llenando Tijuana de a lot of like deported people, especially the ones that are like they don't speak English. I mean, they don't speak Spanish, bro.
So where they're from? Middle East?
They're from here. They're like us, bro. But
Oh shit.
they were brought here when they were like young, bro. So
Oh
they learn.
shit.
So a lot of the people that some of the people that are being deported, they don't speak Spanish, way. Son
Mm.
like literal no sabos que no hablan nada de español, way. So dicen que están en la frontera, way. They got deported and they can't even work because they don't speak the language, even though they were born in Mexico.
That's wild, bro.
And he's like, so how do you how do these people survive out there?
Yeah. Yeah.
And
They
that is
gotta
the thing
adapt.
that's
I
really
mean,
fucked up, bro.
it's hard. It sounds fucked up to say, but they gotta adapt.
Pues I mean,
Or
a huevo, pero
bríncatela
pues
otra vez.
it's fucked up that these people que they've been here for so long, and maybe a lot of them are not even like um que no tengan criminal records, like que no les den una oportunidad, way, to like be a citizen or whatever. Like all these dreamers that have been waiting for some form of like legal status, like los tienen nomás ahí, güey, como like they just have them like, oh, que sí, que no, and it's like, what the
Yeah.
fuck, dude? Like,
They're playing with them.
yeah, la neta, güey, but it does suck, bro. Like a lot of I think I've even met una vez que fuimos andamos en Guadalajara, güey. There was this dude that was he was telling me his story that he was a veteran for the US military y que le habían prometido, güey, papeles. So I think he went and he fought for in the Afghan war, like in Afghanistan. And when he got back, I don't know if he was in the process and for some fucking reason, like no pull away, like something like fell through and they deported that fool after he had come back
It's
from
crazy because I
Afghanistan
was
way.
speaking to a lawyer, immigration lawyer. She was one of my passengers, and it's fucking insane how they go really deep, bro. Like if they find one thing, they're like that fucks you. So like I was asking for like family members and stuff, like they want to become citizens, and I was talking to them that there's a certain person that I know that lied about their type of work when they with Reagan.
Oh yeah, cuando estaban dando las cartas, Simón.
Yeah, she said this wouldn't be the best time to try and become a citizen, and if that is there, she's like they'll more than likely find that you lied about your work or your career, and that alone is ¿cómo se dice? Fraud.
Yeah.
Some sort of fraud. So they'll put the order out on you to get out. And she also says that there's a lot of misinformation out there. That's what she says, that her job is the hardest it's ever been because she's always getting calls. She's getting threats from people that she's supposed to be representing because they're like, you gotta give me your phone number. I need to have direct contact with you. And like, I can't do that because then these fools are just flooding the line all the time.
Oh yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
she leaves that line to be the work line.
Yeah, Simón.
And she says that like it's all every little thing that you see this, that you see that, and she said it's a very hard time, but that people more than anything they have to be patient. Like it's hard times, he said, but people need to be patient.
Yeah, and la neta, I know that there's like a lot of emotion and a lot of like the emotions are very heightened. Like everything's ramped up, especially if you watch the news. Um, so just be careful out there. Like make sure you guys research everything. Like don't just fall for whatever you hear or it's like comes out on the news. Because remember these news outlets, they have an agenda, and just how when we saw with COVID, they really do profit off of people's fear, people getting scared about stuff. So it's better to get informed, like I mean, igual, like if there is because I think my dad también, bro, I think he's trying to apply for citizenship, but the same thing, like, dude, like don't move
Just
it
wait.
right now, just wait. I mean, you're good, you have your green card, y pues espérense, I mean, you guys should have done it before, like why the hell, like
That's what
it's
that's
all
what the
procrastination,
that's
like
what the lawyer said.
yeah, dude, I mean, I know that we do procrastinate a lot, but este so
Is
we
it?
just gotta be careful. We gotta be careful what we hear, and I mean,
And this goes to everything, like anything. Like there's so much shit out there, like even entertainment wise. Like even when we take the seriousness of this of what's going on, with ice, there's a lot of bullshit out there that people might, oh yeah, I saw it here, like, and it's nothing serious, but it's a lie. It's like, oh, it's a made up story or something.
yeah, ya ves que I think during the time that I don't know que el desmadre que tenían aquí by City Hall, like I think it was like fuck, when was it? Like in June, I think. And my cousins from Chicago hit me up because my cousin was gonna come down
Oh, the
here.
protest.
Yeah, so they were like, "Hey, like, are you guys okay? Like, we heard that LA is on fire and this and that. Like, we saw like all this shit burning up. Like the city, like they're saying on the news that the city's like, shut down." And I was like, "What the fuck, bro? Like, nah, dude." And since he had FaceTime me, I walked outside and I was like, look, bro, like everything's chill. Like, hey, we're all doing our thing. Like, that all that shit that they're doing is they're doing it in
It's like
downtown.
one little block.
Yeah, it's like
But
it's
even that,
contained.
because I drive around the city all day, and during those times, I was stuck in traffic probably two two times, bro, because of protests,
Mhm.
and it wasn't what they were showing people cracking windows, and most people were just standing and like doing their thing, trying to be heard. And I think the media portrayed a completely different story where like people were losing their minds. Yeah, there was a couple people attacking people. It's bound to happen, but I don't I did not see what I was watching on Fox News or on fucking Canal 34.
Yeah, no, yeah, bro. I mean, and that's another thing because my cousin, she went out there for the protest, and I told her like, obviously, there's people like you said that having the fucking agenda. They'll start shit even though they're not really there for to actually protest. Like they're there to just fuck shit up. And that's when you get the cops coming in and fucking shooting tear gas or shooting the rubber bullets and all that shit. So like, you know, I mean we gotta be conscious of that, like there's gonna be people that are gonna wanna fuck things up también. But
And there's people that are and it's not just like it's everybody. There's
yeah,
some
bro.
really like I saw a video, bro, that made me laugh, and probably people would judge me because I laughed at it. But there was this the freeway was closed down. The
Oh yeah, the
police
101
the police at the barrier, like you don't cross this, and there's a bunch of officers as a wall.
okay.
And there's this guy on the freeway with one of those scooters,
Oh yeah, I seen
and
that
he's like
video that
going
he gets
head
fucking
on.
tackled and shit on.
He's going, yeah, and I was like,
Yeah.
fucking idiot, bro. What are you doing? Like, go do your protesting. Why you gotta do that? And then everybody's like, oh my god, the cop is a piece of shit. Like he attacked them. I get it, but at the same time, why the fuck are you charging the wall that you're not supposed to be charging towards?
Yeah, and some of these people don't they underestimate like the damage they could do by doing some dumb shit like that. Like there is people there legitly protesting peacefully, bro, and shit can turn violent like really quick. You know?
It's probably like I was talking to a kid too, and he was like, the sad thing is probably 75% of the people are here to send a message like
Yeah.
peacefully, and there's 25% of idiots out there ruining it for everybody else.
Yep. Yep. Definitely that, man. But yeah, I mean, um, don't believe everything you hear, guys, or everything you see. Make sure you do your research. Um, look for different sources.
Out in the Spanish noticias, they said modern slavery, mm, no papers, no rights. Saw in the Spanish noticias. It's pretty wild. It's hard times. It's hard to even speak on it because I've seen a lot of stories, and then you get all the information. And it's like because something that I tell my homies all the time, like my heart breaks for all the hardworking families.
Yeah, dude.
My heart does not break for the people that come here and are actually doing criminal shit over here. We're talking unaliving people, stealing from people, stealing from the hardworking people, scamming people, all that kind of stuff. My heart does not break, and it's like it might be a little rough to for me to say it, but that's how I feel. I feel bad for the abuelito that's selling elotes, trying to make a living. Hell yeah, bro, that's fucking sad. I don't like that. I don't like to see them getting attacked. But if it's like some fool that's a criminal,
Yeah,
I don't
he's
feel
not
bad for him.
fucking. He's up to no good and shit. Yeah,
That's
it sucks, dude. It sucks. Pero pues, lo mejor es like, especially in these times, like just stay well informed. Um, y pues, yeah, I mean, it's pretty stressful sometimes. I mean, como it sucks, bro. It sucks that it's like it went from like, uh, como quien dice, la gente, pues, siempre he sido como te digo, like my parents were no tenían papeles for a long time, so I didn't like really get into politics, like ni ahorita nomás porque I've been like más me he puesto un poquito más trucha, pero back in the day, bro, like it was always like even California being a sanctuary state, and I think that was like more, it was a little, no me acuerdo cuándo se hizo sanctuary state, but it was always in the back of our minds, bro, that my mom or my dad could get deported, like, and we had to fucking move back to Mexico, like, that shit has always been in the back of my mind, and obviously now, pues, that I have my family and everything, like at least for me, like I don't have to like worry about my immediate family, like my kids and stuff like that. I still have, family members that are um undocumented, but it's like it's always been a thing, bro. Like
yeah.
eso de la migra, eso de todo, like it didn't matter who the fuck was in office. Like, you could get stopped, bro. Like como cuando hemos ido para Arizona, I got family members in Phoenix. The thing back then was my grandma, que en paz descanse, she used to call a migra manotas. So como era ciudadana, and my grandpa is a resident, so they would drive first, bro. And when they hit the border, the Arizona and in Cali, like she would fucking call my tias like, hey, and my tíos like, vénganse, no está manotas.
Oh
Y
shit.
se venían, güey, pero si pasaban y ahí estaba la migra, like, no, 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 no vengan, ahí está manotas. Y ya no venían, güey, they wouldn't come over here.
Damn, that's crazy.
So
It's
that was
funny
like a
because
thing,
I
güey.
would hear people. So I would work. My first job was working at a jean factory, and I would hear stories about people saying like, "Oh, es que no quiero ir porque vaya a estar allá." But I always thought like, isn't it like I never thought at that time, bro. I was fucking 18. It was just weird to me to think that immigration was waiting for them at a border between states.
Yeah, bro.
That's fucking crazy.
Sí, güey. Y luego también, like, como cuando, when I've delivered out there to, ¿cómo se llama? San Diego, también, güey, like, any town, like, como I've passed through, let's say, before you, let's say, Lake Elsinore, pasando Lake Elsinore, Temecula area, ahí hay migra, güey.
Oh shit. And it's still in California.
Yeah, it's
Mm-hmm.
California. So hay migra, Temecula. Está el little pueblito arriba se llama Rainbow. Cuando pasas Temecula, if you're driving south, you pass Temecula, el pueblito se llama Rainbow y ahí está una scale house, a CHP scale house, but there's also an immigration checkpoint.
Holy shit.
So like, let's say if you're coming from, uh, if there's a passenger bus coming from the south, it has to stop at the fucking checkpoint. It's on the 15 freeway, and then on the 5 freeway también está like a huge immigration checkpoint.
Oh
Y
shit.
todos los buses, güey, all the passenger buses, they have to pull over and they have to get inspected. Y entran los migras, güey, a chequear. And I think they do that shit because yo también una vez que fui con mi mom para Durango en el bus, we got pulled over near El Paso, and they fucking se subió la migra, güey, and they were asking for like, oh, your documents and shit. Y si no tenías documentos, güey, te sacaban a la verga y te
Agarraba.
deportaban, ya.
That's rough. That's crazy. Aquí está el homie. That's the joke guy, no?
Mhm.
He's like, "How about them Dodgers? Please tell me you guys have your reactions recorded." Nah, we don't have our reactions recorded. After
What?
we stopped streaming, we stopped recording for the game.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
we were over
Simone.
here at Danny's house screaming like idiots. But that was a wild game.
Yeah, that was pretty crazy. I honestly thought they were gonna lose.
It's funny now that we have this fool here. We had
Oh
a
yeah.
we had a
Same here.
fucking a laugh with one of your jokes last week. Te echaste el joke de cómo se llama el hermano vegetariano de Bruce
Oh,
Lee.
no, ¿cómo se llama el hermano de Bruce Lee, güey? I don't think era vegetariano.
Sí, güey, vegetariano. Se llama
Yeah?
el brócoli.
No mames.
The
But
broccoli
it's
one, the
funny
Bruce
because
Lee one.
Tubby was telling us he was telling he was telling us a story, right? And then I looked at the chat and I saw and I read the fucking joke and I started cracking up and I see Junior cracking up and shit.
But I
And
was kind of like holding it in, and I was like, I shook my head to the joke. I was like, fucking dumb joke.
yeah, and Tubby was like, "What? Like, what the fuck are you guys laughing about?" Like, he was like clueless that we were cracking up at that fucking joke. I was like, "Oh my god, dude."
And Toby's one of those guys that like when he comes in and like he's if people are laughing, he starts laughing.
Yeah,
Se le crece la
yeah,
risa.
he gets it's like contagious for that
Ajá,
fool, huh?
contagious, and he starts laughing. So that shit was hilarious, bro. And it was even more funny watching our reactions to the like.
Yeah, I was like crying laughing like after watching the reaction. It was just fucking hilarious, bro. Thanks for the laughs. But yeah, man, I mean, ¿qué más podemos hablar, güey?
Pues ahorita eso, lo que tenía en la mente, lo de México está triste, el AI, parte de eso. Oh shit, did you see the UPS thing?
What was it? Oh,
The
the
airplane.
airplane. Damn, yeah, bro, that's fucking wild.
A couple people have
More
lost
than
their
a couple,
lives.
bro. It was like 12, I think. 12 people that lost their lives in that accident.
Did you watch the video of the UPS driver? Like he's chilling in his truck, and I'm guessing he's at the plant or at the
Was it
UPS.
a UPS driver or was it just like a driver?
He had brown
Oh yeah, I don't remember, but I know that yeah, where
que
he
se,
sees the airplane like,
and you see the flash.
yeah, that's
And
fucking
holy
crazy, bro.
shit,
Pobre gente.
that was insane, bro. Poor people, man. What's up with all these planes crashing, bro? In 2025, Elon's about to announce his driving his flying car. And there's planes crashing, bro. Fuck that! I don't want to drive a car.
That fool's crazy. What the fuck? Flying car. Está loco ese güey. No mames.
I'm getting one, bro. Fuck this traffic.
Mejor fúmate un churro de mota, güey. Ya vas a volar hasta el espacio.
Voy a tirar el agua, bro.
¿O neta?
Yeah. Talk to the chat.
All right. So Junior needs a little break. So what's up with you guys? Trucha, güey. Trucha. Yeah, that airplane crash was crazy. Um, who knows? I mean, I seen a video that somebody posted that they saw like something. I don't know if it was a bird. It looked like a lot of people were saying it was a drone that flew into one of the engines, and then towards like the back, the exhaust of the plane, like there was like a bright flash, and they're saying that maybe that's what was it. But I'm like, if the airplane landed, shouldn't they be checking the airplanes? I mean, that's kind of scary, you know. If I don't know if you guys fly often, but um, it's a little scary to see like when you're sitting on that airplane and you got all these guys like walking around. Like, are they really doing their job or what is it that they're doing? You know? What's up, bro?
I couldn't hear myself because of my ear.
Shut up. Are you really that deaf, bro?
Can't really hear.
Nah.
I'm hoping that, bro.
Is it? Was it like? Is it panned?
And
The
these,
sound?
yeah, these, yeah, but in the system, it los junta. So maybe
Are you really that deaf?
it's really. Maybe it was very, very small, very faint.
No, my man.
Man, bro, I just hope that the thing is not messed up.
A ver qué dice aquí. Is a black box. They can't check that. Yeah, I'm sure they can. Um,
It's an infection. Yeah, stupid infections.
no tienen remedios. You guys don't have remedios for an ear infection.
It's pretty much gone though.
If you can't que no oyes nada, güey. What you mean it's gone?
I'm not feeling pain, bro.
Shit. You probably busted your fucking
For all that
your
black metal.
eardrum with all that black metal.
That's why I stopped, bro.
You know, it's pretty crazy to think that we didn't use ear protection and we fucking would go all crazy
That's
on
the
the
crazy
shows.
thing, bro. I take my little brothers to like little shows, and they're like, "Did you bring them?" And like us, we would be talking about the beers and shit. Them
What
motherfuckers
they're
whip
talking
out
about ear
the
protection?
yeah, they whip out their little
Damn,
things,
that's crazy. They're fucking advanced.
and it's crazy because if they're like, "Oh damn, I forgot them," there's a third homie. He's like, "Nah, don't worry, I got some extras."
Esta dice Daisy garlic and olive oil drops. Dice que no le ayuda.
We tried it,
Peroxide.
but we tried
Ahí
it
está,
at
Veronica
the
said
point where it
peroxide.
was like the peak pain, where I felt like it didn't help me. I feel like maybe if I use it early on, it'll soothe it.
Maybe. Si no, ahorita hacemos my dad calls it un alcatraz, güey. Hacemos un pinche cono de newspaper y lo prendemos, güey. Te lo metemos así en la oreja y lo prendemos para que saque el aire, güey.
Have a look at. I'm a Troy at heart. I'm an old ass fucking person saying that sounds funny, but I think I get it from my mom. Like, hey mom, this was a while back, bro. I had an ear infection. That shit was bad. And le dije, hey, no me pones un cono con lumbre para ver si sale aire.
Un cono.
And she's like, ¿cómo? I'm like, con un pedazo de papel y lo enciendes y va a salir aire. Y no salía, güey. Y ya, you feel the heat. Y después con el dolor de mi oreja, güey, I just felt like really in pain. Y le dije, ma, yo creo que no va a funcionar. And she's like, no, ahora te esperas. It got all the way to the bottom. It didn't work.
¿No?
No, didn't. Well, at that time, maybe it just there was no air inside. But my mom cracking up, güey. Yo, yeah, like fucking crying, like, not crying, but fucking in pain.
Nah, yeah. I mean, I've my dad used to do that to us all the time, and you could see like literally like the. I
The
mean, who knows? I mean, who knows if it's true or not, right? I mean, but my dad's like, oh, like, nomás le decías, oh, me duele la oreja, oh, ven para acá. Y hacía el pinche. He called it an alcatraz. I don't know why the fuck he calls it an alcatraz, but he'll make the fucking cone y te lo ponía en la oreja and fucking turn that shit on.
no, because I searched it on YouTube. You see, I videos that people can say,
Yeah,
yeah,
sí se ve así, güey. You could hear that shit too.
yeah.
But I mean, sometimes I wouldn't get better, and he'll be like, "Oh, te sientes bien?" Like, yeah, I'm cool. Like, I didn't want to, I didn't want to be a dick and tell him like your shit don't work, fool.
Nah, yeah, like my mom was laughing, having the best time of her life. But it's crazy how like a lot of us Mexicans have like these at home made remedies for certain things,
Yeah,
and that's another thing that I've always with my passengers. But I talked to this old lady and she was like very anti pharmaceutical.
Simon,
Especially, she would talk about how our biggest addiction, or she was talking to me about how our biggest addiction is sugar.
sugar. Yep.
And she talks about it because she's like sugar became my enemy because I became diabetic very young. And she says that a lot of the medicines that are prescribed for stuff like that it's a lot of bullshit.
Yeah,
She says a healthy lifestyle, exercise, and know what the fuck you put into your body, and stay away from sugar, which was pretty wild. But she
but
was very anti-pharmaceutical, which brings me back to the thing that I was saying that a lot of us have like homemade remedies that are supposed to like staying away from all the drugs and
Yeah, you know, también another thing that my mom would do after, like she would, you have ruda at home? ¿Tienes ruda?
See.
Agarra ruda, güey, and I think you burn it a little bit. O si tienes un lighter o si lo pasas por la estufa, burn it a little bit, que like have it like smoke, like que esté like echando humo. Obviously, no te lo pongas right away in your ear, right? But my mom used to like kind of like burn it, and like ya cuando si no estaba muy caliente, she'll put it in our ear, and she'll put a cotton ball on our ear, and that smoke is supposed to help you.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I don't know, fool. I mean,
I
that's
don't
a
know.
remedy, fool.
I'd rather take like an ibuprofen. But
Stay
it's
away.
I just because I always met people that were like, oh no, I don't like taking medicine. My girl being one of them, she doesn't like taking like ibuprofen, and like I was like, it was always weird to me. Whereas to me, I would always be like, oh my head hurts, let me pop
Pop a
in some
pill.
Advil.
Yo también, güey, but you know what? It's pretty crazy that because my mom también eventually was like, oh, tómate una pastilla, tómate una pastilla. Pero it got to the point, bro, where I got so used to it that eventually I started taking like ibuprofen, and it was like me chingaba dos pastillas, güey, de 800.
Damn.
Y no se me quitaba, güey, el dolor.
Yeah.
You know, so it's like, what the fuck? Like, you eventually grow
Like a
a
callus.
sí, güey, pues it's like you get like a resistance to it, man.
Uh huh.
Like, you know? So now, güey, lo que sí hago es de que si me duele la cabeza en veces or whatever, I just fucking let it go. I just fucking deal with the pain.
And that's another thing that right here, Veronica said, meds make your kidneys, oh, these mess up our kidneys.
Yeah, güey, the
But
especially the ibuprofen in the liver too,
the
güey.
liver, way, the liver
Sí,
is the
güey.
problem. That's
I mean,
crazy.
just recently, I mean, una like a family member de mi mom, she passed away because she was like her liver, bro, got fucked up because she would self medicate, pero usaba medicina, güey, de México que estaba un poquito más fuerte, and she used it because she had a lot of pain, and that was like her only way to like actually like just you know um, be able to like live her day to day, and it did fuck up
Her
her
liver.
liver y no aguantó la señora.
That sucks, bro. My mom was telling me about a story about one of her friends once, like a work friend, and this lady, like, I guess she would tell my mom her story, pero it has to do with breast cancer, where the lady said that she found a lump, and she went to a doctor, and then she told the doctor, "Hey, I found a lump," and the doctor's like, "Well, we gotta, I guess, get it like tested and everything," and they said she was fine, to not worry about it. But in her head, she's like, "Damn, there's something here." So she kept going to the doctor, and the doctor is kind of like, "You're okay. We already tested it." And I guess she wanted her to get open, like, ¿cómo se dice? Like, dissected or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Dissect to see what the lump is. And then she got so fed up with the doctors
Se
that
llama
she
que se
said,
llama una biopsy. I think it's called biopsy.
oh, biopsy, Y she was like fed up with the doctor. She stopped going and she started self medicating with like certain things. The Mexico también, and she felt good for years. And she started receiving calls from the doctors, but she kept ignoring them. But it was calls of the doctor saying, "Hey, come over. We need to test it. We wanna make sure we weren't wrong." And by the time she went to the hospital, to back to the doctor, was because she was already puking blood.
Oh
So
fuck,
it
that's
was too
wild.
late for her. Like I think she went through like one of the procedures. ¿Cómo se llama esa process for the cancer patients?
Chemo?
Chemo, like she didn't even make it through the first one.
Pobrecita.
Yeah, but it's crazy how I mean that right there for me the doctors bro like she kept telling you guys like what the fuck.
Es que, mira, ahorita, especially, and I'm sure a lot of people, especially the chat, you guys know, Like I've gone to fucking Kaiser way. Como recently, I had a cough for like 3 months, dog. Like a non-going cough. Like estaba tose y tose y tose. Y fui al doctor, güey, because me empezaba a doler ya mi chest. You know, my chest was fucking hurting, bro. And it would burn every time I would cough. Like, sentía bien como que my fucking lungs were on fire, dog. So, fui al doctor, güey. I told the doctor, hey, this is going on, blah, blah, blah. You know what this motherfucker tells me?
Well,
He's like, he checks, según me chequeó y todo, y me dice, bro, you're young. You know, don't stress too much, live your life. Like, what the fuck, bro? Like, am I at a doctor? Am I at a fucking therapist, bro? Like, no chingas, way. Like, actually, like I'm concerned about this, but it's the truth, bro. Aquí, güey, when it comes to healthcare, it's not a prevention. ¿Me entiendes? It's like they don't prevent like a disease. Like, puedes ir al doctor, güey, con algo, and they won't, they won't do shit
yeah,
until you actually develop something, and then they'll treat it.
they'll treat you with the fucking
Yeah, then
pharmaceuticals.
exactly, way. So it's not about prevention. Like aquí, way, it's not. Like you como te digo, we go to Kaiser. Kaiser's really bad, bro. It's gotten really bad with that shit. Like no fucking X-rays, no nothing.
Well, um, I hope I'm not oversharing, babe, but she went to an appointment, and I was shocked to know that she doesn't have to check in with a doctor for her results, like her blood test, bro.
What do you mean?
Like when I, bro, soy nunca me like I've gone to the doctor like once in the last couple of years, and I had to go get my tests. Like, oh, you're okay. You're a little overweight. You got a
Oh,
little bit
you
of
you
here.
had to like go back for like the results and all that shit.
But the doctor is explaining to you your results. Like her, she got it in an app.
Kaiser?
Uh huh.
Yeah,
You
that's
read
how
it.
Kaiser works, and
They're
you don't
like
even know what the
fucking.
fuck you're reading.
I'm going to the yeah. Like, what the fuck? I'm going to the doctor so you could explain it to me,
Yeah,
bro.
bro. Like I had to research like what is this? What is that? Like what are the numbers, right? But I'm like, man, fuck that. Like I called and I was like, I want to speak to my doctor so he can explain the fucking results because I was like, I think me puso que I was pre-diabetic or some shit. And I was like, what the fuck, dude? Like that's crazy. I started
Yeah.
kind of getting concerned. I saw my cholesterol levels were según a little high according to their fucking numbers or whatever. So I was like, you know what? Fuck that. I'm gonna call the office and I need this fool to explain to me what's going on. So I'm over here fucking tripping and like, worrying about like fuck, I'm pre-diabetic, I got fucking cholesterol, this and that. I get a call back from the doctor and this fool's like, oh no, you're good. Like what the fuck? Like I'm over here fucking stressing out for no fucking reason. But yeah, Kaiser sucks when it comes to that, bro. Like these fools do not like they do not like they're really bad at that shit.
They told me to get the Kaiser app. That's
Yeah,
fucked
dude.
up, man. I went for me. My experience was that one time that I went to the doctor. I was seeing a lot on social media, bro. A lot of men to get their prostate exam early, like blood wise, and
¿Qué, güey? ¿Por qué me
me miraste, güey, like what the fuck? But because apparently a lot of young people are getting prostate exam, is it called prostate cancer? So like I told her, I'm like, hey, I don't want my prostate, and she's like, you're, she's like,
She's like, damn, pinche mañoso este güey. ¿Quiere que le chequee la próstata? No,
no,
hombre.
mames. No, I was like, what about like prostate
That's
cancer
that's
for
a that's a weird question to ask.
what about
Like,
my
yeah,
prostate?
like
No,
yeah,
like
like she's like, okay, we're done, and you're like, wait, you're not gonna check my prostate? No, mames.
no, pero I was concerned about the prostate cancer,
This fool.
and she was like, she looked at me like I'm guessing like the doctor told you. She's like, you're young. I'm like, I've been seeing a lot of people getting it, a lot of young people
Well,
getting it.
I don't know about prostate, bro, but I have seen a lot of testicular cancer going up.
That's fucking crazy, man.
Yeah, man. For the guys on the
I
chat,
had
check
I
your
had
balls.
I had
Or what?
an episode
Oh yeah.
about 10 years ago. I would watch YouTube, and one of my favorite like bodybuilder YouTubers got ball cancer,
Oh, testicular cancer.
testicular cancer, and he was like, so like The thing that I would see every day was about testicular cancer. He would like check your balls, this, that, and the other. And I checked my balls, and I was like, man, this sounds a lot like what that fool had.
No
I was like,
mames, güey.
fuck. And then I fell into the Google chat, like the
Oh,
Google
yeah, que you
fucking.
fucking Google that shit y te dice que te vas a morir.
See, no mames, güey. Yeah, I was like, that's it.
Que dice Google, te vas a morir, güey.
No.
Fuck, fuck that, bro. Sí
See,
está
man.
cabrón,
I
güey.
was
Fuck all
like,
that
damn, what
shit.
the fuck should I do? And I went to the doctor too. That was years ago.
Y que te dijo, nah, you're good.
Yeah, they're like, you're fine.
Yeah, but it is a little scary, bro. Like, es que dicen también que, like, testicular cancer, uh, if detected on time, it's, like, harmless. You know, it's not that bad.
Pues también el
Pero,
prostate, ¿no?
prostate también, güey. Pero también, like, if you don't get any symptoms of it, and when you go get a physical, I mean, at least me, bro, like, when I was younger, I don't know what changed. But when I was younger, like a little kid, I remember, bro, like, I would have to strip down and they would check everything, bro. Like they'll check my nuts, everything. And now, like, nada, way. It's not even like you just everything's in the blood work.
Yeah,
Según, you know?
I like blood work.
Yeah, bro, pero también es como I think the last time like a doctor actually checked me was when I applied for my first job, fool, like in 2006. When they check a ver si tienes hernias, that was the last time, fool, that I actually got like a physical done where I had to like, show everything.
They checked you for that?
Sí, güey.
Crazy.
They check you for hernias. That's when they'll grab your te agarran un huevo and they tell you cough. And you gotta go like and like they and then they grab the other one. A ver, güey.
You sure you
Cough.
didn't join the military?
Nah, fool. Or I wasn't arrested. Bend over and spread them cheeks. See what you got in up in there. Nah.
No, mama.
Yeah, fool, but it was crazy.
Yeah, man. You gotta watch out for your health, man. You gotta take care of your physical, mental health. Este, we go to Dana White, bro, and that doctor, bro. I've been wanting to get his. I always forget his name, but Dana White is like, I'm never going to a fucking doctor ever again. He's like, if I'm dying and I need to be surgery and operated, I'll go to a doctor. But he's like, for all this other shit, like all these motherfuckers want to prescribe you some pill.
Yeah. It's funny you say that, bro, because when I went for the chest pain, that's what he told me. Because I was like, but that's it? Like, you're not gonna, no x-rays, no nothing. He's like, nah, man, the only thing I can do is prescribe you ibuprofen. That's it. I was like, what the fuck? I'm like, nah, bro, I don't need that shit. Like, I'm cool. I'm out.
Get it, bro.
Hell no.
Me la das a mí, güey, yo.
Ya la neta, way, I stopped taking it because I was growing like resistance to that shit. I could like tenía que tomar un chingo, way, para que me hiciera efecto. So I just stopped that shit. Fuck that.
But to this doctor, bro, this doctor, I heard him on the podcast, and he was talking about shit that made so much sense, bro. And like a lot of like we're used to like taking multivitamins, and we're just taking them when sometimes you need a certain vitamin.
Yeah, I stopped taking multivitamins too, bro. It's good. It's just hard to trust like what you're taking, bro. Like es que no sabes, güey.
Yeah,
Like la neta, fool, like you don't know what the fuck like what's in these fucking pills.
that's true. But you still need vitamins, bro.
I know,
You
dog.
need
I know you
vitamins,
need
bro.
vitamins. But I don't know if I seen a video of like de qué estaban de it's some shit that
But you should always try and intake your vitamins from your food.
yes,
But
yeah,
a lot of
definitely.
our modern diets lack a lot of the vitamins. That's why you get a multivitamin to cover
But
what you're.
doesn't isn't that a little weird like putting our fucking tinfoil hats on? Like our actual food lacks vitamins, so then you gotta fucking buy uh uh um like a synthetic form of your fucking vitamin. Like that's it's like they a huevo quieren, güey, que nos tomemos los pinches vitamins.
I don't know, man. I haven't taken vitamins in a long time. Yo puro pinche bedoyeta, güey, de Tijuana, güey, injected straight to my butt cheek, güey.
Nah, fuck that. Those hurt, bro.
No más.
Sí, güey, son bien dolorosas esas, güey. My mom me puso una, güey. It was hard, fool. Like, my fucking butt cheek and my leg was hurting for like 3, 4 days, dog.
Yeah, it happens. But that's because the injection was done
Nah, nah,
wrong.
nah, nah. No, no creo, güey.
Hit a nerve.
No, güey, si no, ahorita no pudiera caminar.
No, but when it hits a nerve, it just kind of touches it and it tweaks it for and then
Well,
it goes.
I know, yo sé que mi mamá sí sabe poner las inyecciones, güey. Pues maybe, tal vez sí tiene la mano pesada, güey, so.
That's probably what happened.
But yeah, bro, like she me inyectó I think once y son 3 doses, right? Because the one I
Yeah.
bought son 3 doses y me inyectó una vez y ya me dice, no vas a venir por la otra. I was like, hell no. I was like, fuck that shit. I was like, fuck it, give it to my pops. Póngaselas a mi papá. And my dad's like, órale, no seas miedoso, ven para que te la ponga.
Well, it's funny that you say that, bro, because it's the same thing with my mom. Way we're always like, okay, te vamos a poner las. I think for me it was four.
Son
So
cuatro?
so four like the one that she gets,
Oh, shit.
and I make it one, and then I'm like, all right, I gotta push because it does hurt, bro.
Sí, güey, sí
And then
duele.
sometimes it doesn't hurt, where it's like, all right, it's so cool, but like then the next one is like, fuck.
Yeah,
And
fool,
you're thinking
fuck
about it,
that
and you're like,
shit.
man, I don't want to take the other one. So sometimes I don't think I finished a full cycle. I think I made it 3 out of 4 times and
Pinche
shit.
miedoso, güey.
Nah.
Güey.
But that doctor, Dana White says he said that it's live. Some guy had told him, he's like, the way your health is, I guess he did all the blood work and all this stuff. He's like, you got 5 years to live, bro.
What the fuck?
He's like, you're gonna fucking die. So either this guy was just fucking like scaring Dana,
That's what it sounds like, bro.
or he was just being, como se dice, exaggerated to like,
Pues es la
bro,
misma
you're
chingadera,
so
güey.
fucking unhealthy right now. You could drop dead right now. Like, ¿verdad? That's exaggerated.
Pues no wonder he says, oh, he saved my life. Pues no
No, no,
mames,
no.
güey.
So then he found this doctor, and this doctor has a lot of like crazy. But he look at Dana. If you look at Dana before and after, it's like, damn, bro, this motherfucker is crazy.
Pues está, quién sabe, güey. Está cabrón. Ahorita it's just really hard, like with the whole nutrition thing. Like, obviously también ya ves como dicen, oh, get your meat from like Costco or whatever because it's better quality. But then we're finding out that if you look at the fucking ingredients on the meat, it's like injected with like red food dye or whatever to make it look fresh?
Yeah.
So it's like everything, güey, todo lo que estamos comiendo, güey, it's like it
Todo
has
te
shit.
mata.
Sí, güey, everything. And honestly, I can't fucking go to the mountains and fucking hunt for, like I don't got time for that shit,
We gotta learn, bro. That's gonna be one of the streams, guys, when we decide to learn how to hunt. Bow and arrow. We're gonna
Oh,
be
está
out there with the
cabrón.
Starlink.
Güey.
¿Qué le dice un tomate a otro tomate? Tómate un selfie.
No
Chingada madre.
mames, güey.
That's why they call it
Yep.
practicing. They're practicing. Yeah, doctors be trying to scare us. Always the worst, then say everything is good. That's why they call it practice, because they're practicing. We're guinea pigs.
Guinea pigs.
It's crazy because science and like health has come a long way. And it's funny that everybody before us was also a guinea pig to what the false information that they were spreading before. Like a lot of the food pyramid stuff is no longer like that was like, oh, you want to be healthy? Eat by the pyramid. Everything on the pyramid was fucking killing you. The sugar,
It
the
was,
cereal.
yeah, estaba mal esa
Yeah,
madre,
it
yeah.
was off. So that's for sure. We're definitely guinea pigs.
Guinea pigs.
Oh yeah, guinea pigs.
A genie is,
A genie's a
yeah, no
genie.
mames. Hey, pues shout out to my cousin, el David. Aquí le puso arriba la Lucín Pagano. Ja, ja, ja. Güey. Saludos allá para toda la raza de Chicago y de Indiana también.
Saludos.
Yeah, but it's wild. I mean, it's hard. I mean, I know that it's like anybody could get up and start working out and try to be as fit as you can, but it's
It's
just
rough, bro.
crazy.
and it's funny because I started working out again. I went through an injury, a lower back injury, where I couldn't really move much, and it's the now here in 25, I'm able to move more. It's the but those years between what was it 22 to 24, 25, the beginning of 25, where I was like, I was living that sedentary lifestyle, bro. And this is coming from somebody that knows what to do, like knows what exercise to do, knows how to perform on, knows how to what the fuck to eat and all that shit. And it was hard, bro. So me looking at it from that perspective, if it was hard for me, not that I'm anything special, but I'm just saying because of the experience that I've had in the past, then I can't imagine how much harder can it be for somebody that's like 34 years old and all those 34 years old he's lived for sedentary. It's tough.
Yeah. And you are special, bro. You're the type
Uh,
of special that belongs on the short bus, dog. Nah, but yeah, and I mean, for people that don't know, Junior here is a personal trainer. He did that for a bit, so he knows what he's doing, you know. And it does suck, bro. Like eso que dices tú, you know, you were so used to working out and like pressing like fucking these crazy ass numbers, you know. But como dijiste, güey, it was just as simple as picking up a fucking box the wrong way, you know. Like
yeah,
that's crazy, bro, to think that shit, you know.
it's a completely different thing. Last time you sent me a video where you're like, "What do you think of these exercises, the
Oh yeah,
kettlebells?"
the kettlebells,
And I
but
told
this
you
guy
that it
was
was
like, but I viste que he had his like his head, like he was like holding up his like weight, his body weight with his fucking neck,
yeah.
and he was like doing the twist with the kettlebell. Like that's crazy, bro.
It's dangerous for somebody that has never done that. Motherfucker's trained.
Yeah, no, you could tell that fool was
Yeah.
like
But it's where I was going with this was like there's a difference between strength in the gym and then practical strength, which is a lot of the crazier exercises that kettlebells offer, because you're able to like move in
it's
certain
a lot of
ways.
mobility, right?
Hmm. So like opposed to where the gym we go and machines and squats and deadlifts. Although yes, you're strong, like practical strength is different in a way because of all the small muscles and stuff.
Yeah, like the muscles that you never really
Yeah,
think
you
that
never
they're
think
there,
about
right?
it. Which is funny because like there's also stories of like the gym heads, the strongest motherfuckers in the gym. They go into like a Pilates class with a bunch of like skinny, petite women, and you're thinking like, oh, the strongest motherfucker is this big buff motherfucker, but it's those girls, way the girls with
It's because
the
the
Pilates
core is really important, bro.
core
Core,
and the small muscles that
those
they work,
small muscles. Yeah, hell yeah.
which is insane. It's crazy. ¿Qué está diciendo el?
El Guasón, el Joker. One time I had a date at the gym, but she never showed up. I guess we weren't gonna work out. No mames. Güey.
And then Veronica said Costco just had a recall.
Oh no shit on their smoked salmon. Have you had smoked salmon right there from Costco? Or you don't really you're not
I
into
don't go
smoked
to
salmon?
Costco. Yo puro pinche
Puro Sam's Club,
puro
51st Street Market.
yeah.
No mames, güey.
Nah, puro Whole Foods, way.
That's fishy.
That's fishy.
Sí, güey. Nah, sí está cabrón toda esta bronca.
Yeah.
You don't want to tell the people the story about that, lo de la lady, güey, que le pasó ahí de tu jale.
Oh man.
I mean, I know we're gonna do a video, like we're gonna actually do the content for this, but that's a crazy story, bro. You should share it.
Yeah. It is crazy.
Going
Be-
back to like the La Factory, right, where you
yeah, the
guys used to
Gene
work, where the
Factory.
Gene Factory.
What's the closest you guys ever been to like a serial killer or just a killer,
Yep.
which is fucking
Y quién sabe,
insane.
güey, because you like you meet people and you don't fucking know like what these people are carrying and shit or what they're
Yeah.
capable of doing, you know?
And me as a like a taxi driver or a Uber driver, like I told you a couple of weeks ago, ¿Qué dijo eso? My ex. What does it say?
Javier said puro lacra, a huevo, los lacra punks.
But yeah, I was telling my friend here, Danny, that I met a guy that I felt like if I I felt like this guy was, I don't know, just the way he looked, he looked very like serial killerish. Like he looked like the perfect guy to be casted for one of these shows about a serial killer. And then when I get out of the car, like I shake his hand, and like this one has big ass hands. I'm like, man, if this one wanted to, I I would have been gone. But anyways, back in 2010, I want to say 2010, 2009, I was working at a Gene Factory. In this Gene Factory, it's a lot of raza. It's a lot of people, undocumented people, a lot of Guatemalans, a lot of Mexicans, a lot of Salvadorians, and I met this lady. She was my coworker. At the time, she was older than me. I'm thinking she was in mid 20s. I was just turning 19, and she was so nice, friendly, and she was dating one of the mechanics inside the factory. And this mechanic was just pretty much in charge of like making sure that all the sewing machines were running all the time, to the best of their ability. Thanks for the cap, Javier. No cap though. But they were dating, and there was this one day where the lady didn't show up, or the girl didn't show up, and we were kind of like thrown off because she would never miss. As you guys know, a lot of raza cuando llegan recién llegados vienen a trabajar. Yeah, and then we went. We were kind of like wondering where was she, and the mechanic. I had to call him, and I'm like, "Hey, yo, I need this machine fixed." And when he comes, he looks very distraught. From my first thoughts at the time, he looked crudo. Se miraba like
Como que andaba
hungover.
pisteando.
Yeah. But the thing that threw me off was that he was very scratched up. He was scratching the neck. He was scratching the face, like across the face. And I just didn't think much of it. And he fixed the machine. And I have to check up with him, like, hey, it's everything fixed. He has to tell me all the parts that he used. And I got to sign off that he actually fixed the machine. And the guy just like, yeah, ya está. Like very short answers, very distraught, like I said.
So it wasn't like his normal self.
Yeah, he wasn't his normal self. So I sign off, and that's the last time I see him. We go to lunchtime, and I was working my pops. My pops had a manager position at the place. So we're having lunch, and they call him to the office. There was police officers in the offices that were looking for him,
For the mechanic.
for the mechanic. And my dad's like, "Why? What happened?" And they're like, "We're just looking for him. Like we need to talk to him." And they're like, "Oh, he'll come back." Most of these people at gene factories, they get their lonche or lo calientan y se van para like 2 blocks down to cotorrear and they're eating or whatever.
Like out in the, así
Yeah,
como en el carro or whatever.
yeah. And they waited. He never came back. He never came back. Y en eso llegó la familia de la morra, de la lady,
De la
uh,
muchacha.
and the sad thing to me, bro, was that the brothers were very like, that's what she gets.
Who?
The brothers, de la girl,
Los hermanos de la muchacha dijeron that's what she gets?
that's
What
what
the
she gets.
fuck, dude?
They were very religious, and I guess they would tell her not to date.
Oh, but that's still like, come
That's
on,
still
bro.
fucked up, bro. When
That's not
when
right. What the fuck?
when that had happened, but we later found out that he had killed her, and
Did
this
they
will,
did they find her body?
yeah. And out here in LA, if you guys know, Griffith Park is very. infamous for bodies
No
being
shit, they
found.
found her at
They
Griffith
found
Park.
her,
Damn, that's fucking crazy.
and the crazy thing is, because it throws me off every time that I tell this story or I recall this story. It's just thinking she was trying, like, she tried fighting for herself, bro. That's why this fool was all scratched up.
Fuck, dude, that's so fucked up.
Because this fool, the only reason they identified her is because this motherfucker fucked up and he forgot to take off her bus pass from the back pocket of her pants.
Her bus pass.
Uh huh.
So they didn't like la abuela dejó like unrecognizable.
Unrecognizable. Nails pulled off, teeth pulled off, hair completely bald.
The body?
Yeah.
That's fucking wild, dude.
And
And
like
I'm
this,
that kind of seems like this motherfucker had done that shit before, dude.
and he was from TJ.
Fuck, dude. Fucking wild. Crazy ass motherfucker.
There was rumors that people had seen him in TJ because I guess like the family's still looking for him and stuff. But I don't think he's ever been caught.
That's crazy, man. Pues pobrecita muchacha, man. I mean, it sucks, like you just never know, bro. You never know who you're gonna meet out there.
Yeah, man. And to think that you're so close to that, I mean, I probably could have taken him, but like,
Stay away.
pues ella, pobrecita, estaba chiquita, chaparrita. It's like you mess with the wrong people, and
Yeah,
fuck.
I mean, it's just it's a pretty crazy story because it's like, I mean, and then like that Gene Factory is close to home. It's like close to where
Is it a
we
couple
grew up
blocks away
around.
from here?
Yeah, it's a couple blocks away from here, and it's to think, like there's people like that are capable of doing shit like that, bro. And then como dices tú, if they found her body like nails pulled out, because I mean, I used to like when I lay over, I always watch like the what is it, the forensic files, and sometimes like these people get identified because of the skin under the victim's nails. So
Yeah,
for this fool to pull out, you know, the nails and the teeth and the hair, that's crazy, bro. Fucking
yeah,
that fool was crazy.
crazy, bro. Young too, bro. Yeah, I
That
mean,
fool
he
was
was in
young.
his mid 20s probably.
No shit.
Yeah. Well, the girl was. The girl was definitely young. That fool looked young too, bro. He was young.
Yeah.
He was older than us at the time, right? But he was young, like he was in his mid 20s.
Damn, that's fucking crazy, bro.
Yeah. It's wild because we've always talked about like be careful, every time you go out, be aware of your surroundings. But I think us as men, we tend to like not think about it as much.
Well, nah, bro, was because
I
I
think that's
mean,
one of the problems that women will experience and that we will never
we'll
experience.
we'll never know what that is,
Yeah.
like it's I mean, obviously there is violence like towards men, but because women like are,
Fragile.
physically weaker, and men we're obviously physically stronger. Like they will always the fucking cowards, fucking men will always try to,
Go
go
after
after
women.
women because they know that they probably won't make it, going toe to toe with another man and shit.
Yeah, man, it's insane. It's insane because then you think about the other, like we were watching a show for once, a series, um, on
But
Netflix about the serial killers, where the FBI
oh,
was involved.
fuck, was that the one with the FBI is interviewing the serial killers?
Yeah,
Mindhunter.
Mine Hunters,
Yeah, Mindhunter.
and it's crazy to see that and like to have been so close to a motherfucker that could have been that, probably was that. You
He
don't know
probably
why
is
he was
that,
in.
bro. Like, I mean, if he did what he did to that poor girl, I mean, that's not like somebody that just had killed somebody that day and shit. Like,
Yeah,
I mean, that's fucking wild, bro. Like it sucks, bro. It sucks. It sucks. It's something that está cabrón, güey. Like
está cabrón.
you never know, bro. Like igual como like the last time that we went to Disneyland, de tanta gente, güey. You're like how many of these fools have actually like fucking killed somebody and shit, Pretty
There's so
wild.
much people in Disneyland too.
Yeah, yeah. Pretty wild.
Yeah, man.
Look,
Oh,
let's look at the comments, at the chat.
I love watching true crime, says Veronica.
Yeah,
There's
that
a
shit keeps you on your toes, man. You
keep
gotta,
going
you,
toes.
yeah, dude. Porque si está cabrón. Te digo, oh, and there's a funny story. I mean, a mí me pasó algo, güey, when I was in sixth grade. So I was going to LA Academy, and I was walked through Avalon. En vez me iba por la McKinley, dependiendo, like, if Avalon was too hot with the negros, I would walk through McKinley. Uh, y una vez, güey, walking through Avalon, as soon as I passed 53rd Street, I was like in between 52nd Place and 53rd. Some fucking white guy pulled up in a car, bro, like next to me. And he's like, "Hey, bro, you need a job? Like, come on, man, get in and, I'll take you." Like, and I was like, what the fuck? Like, but what am I gonna do or what? No, no, I'll explain on the way. Just get in. Come on, let's go. And like, and it's just weird, in the hood, at least back in the days, like to see a white dude in a fucking car offering you a job. Like I was a sixth grader, bro.
Why do you need a job?
Like I was like, what the fuck? I was like, nah, get the fuck out of here, bro. Fuck you. And he was like, come on, man, get in the car. Like, nah, fuck you. Like, get out of here and shit. And I fucking booked it. But I'm like, imagínate, güey, like if I wouldn't have been born in the hood and always been like, desconfiado and shit, ¿qué hubiera pasado, güey, si me hubiera subido al carro?
Yeah, bro, so close. Ese güey miró un güerito,
¿Qué dijo este güero pertenece
culo rosita.
este güey? ¿Cómo sabes, güey? ¿Cómo sabes?
Damn it. Nah, but it's that's wild, bro. To think that, I mean, you don't know, eh?
Yeah,
You get
fool.
on that van, bro, like an idiot.
It was a car, fool, like a
Oh
regular little
shit.
car. Pero así nomás, like, hey, come on, I got a job for you. Like, pero pues, I mean, it's South Central, bro. Nosotros desconfiamos de todo, I mean,
Yeah.
it's not like a fucking suburb. Like, maybe, like, these people are not used to, like, crime and shit like that.
Like Rogan's story,
¿Cuál, güey?
the one where he's like he was so close to getting kidnapped because he was in the library. But that fool lived in the hood too, like
Yeah, yeah,
in New York,
In New York or New
uh,
Jersey?
Jersey, one of those,
Yeah, no me acuerdo.
the Jamaica Queens or something like that. But he was
Jamaica
at the
Plain.
library and they're like, "Hey, you want books and candy?"
Hey, for talking about that.
And this was just like, "Oh shit!" And like, I guess yeah. And then the librarian comes out running. And she's like, "Joe, get your ass back in the room!"
No, you know what's
And but
funny?
the man had the guy that was luring him in had like a record for like predatory shit.
Oh shit, that's crazy. Fucking we just had a funny moment like not that long ago with Damian. Cause but like Daisy and I we talked to the kids like hey, if a person comes and tells you guys want candy, que van a decir? Like, oh no, no, and tell them to go away or whatever. And then I had seen a video on fucking on TikTok where somebody was like, hey, que like a puppy, like if somebody tells you like you want to see puppies, like and they're like, oh yeah, I want to see the puppies or whatever. Y pinche Damian, I asked them that question, like, hey, well, if somebody tells you, like, hey, I got puppies in the car, you want to go see them? And he was like, kind of like questioning, like, oh shit, puppies. This fool has puppies in the car. And then Valera's like, no, 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 we're going to say no. And then he's like, oh, yeah, yeah, we're going to say no or whatever. And then he kind of thought about it. He's like, but what if I just go with the puppy man to look at the puppies? And I'm like, nah, bro, you're not supposed to do that shit. So now, like, we have this thing that it's like, oh, the puppy man's gonna get you, because this fool's like, oh, but what if I could just go with the puppy man so he could show me the puppies and shit? Like, nah, bro, you're not supposed to do that. This was
That's
funny,
crazy.
but yeah, güey, like it's ahorita yo pienso que se oye menos, no sé, güey. At least me, I think that at least nowadays, coming from immigrant families, as I know, like a lot of us have. Our parents were always working way. Like you, I think it was when I was in first grade, I was walking home by myself.
Us as we're both
First generation.
the oldest.
Oh yeah, we're the oldest, of course. Yeah.
We were in charge of taking care of the.
Yeah, bro. Pero igual, imagínate, like now, like Valeria, bro. She's a first grader. Imagine me telling her like go walk home by yourself. Like that's
That's
wild,
insane.
bro.
You don't want to do that.
Nah, dude. And my mom because she had to go work. My dad was working. Like hey, lo que decía mi mom, pégatele a una señora que tenga hijos, walk with her, and like she actually walked with me to school and told me aquí, y le das vuelta aquí a la calle y te vas a la casa y en la 52nd. And I would literally do that shit, bro. Like I would walk from 49, from the elementary school in 49 to 52nd. Ahí me le pegaban las señoras or whatever. And as soon as I would, like, ellas seguían caminando, güey, yo me daba vuelta ahí en la 52nd y me iba para la casa.
Yeah, in the block.
Yeah, fool.
That's crazy. The shit that our parents had to do, you know,
Mhm.
which is wild.
Yeah, bro. And I think I saw that Little Man's on the, he was
On the
on the
chat.
chat. Check out it, güey. I think his name is Javier. I
Oh,
saw that Javier Vargas.
oh yeah, his name is Javier
Oh,
Vargas.
Little Man. What up, Little Man? I don't know if that fool's still here, but that fool was from the block right there on
Yeah, he's our
52nd.
neighbor, a friend, pues, neighborly friend.
Yeah, hell yeah.
W- We missed a lot of comments, but
Go through them, bro. Go through them.
some of these are conversations between themselves. I remember this one. We'll start from here. For guinea pigs, aquí el guasón.
El guasón.
I know someone who got hurt playing what?
Peekaboo
Peekaboo.
with his
With
kids.
he's
He's
now
now in
in the
the
ICU.
ICU. No mames, este güey.
Ay, mamón, el compa. It's
A
a
pyramid
pyramid
scheme.
scheme. Oh, for the food pyramid. Everyone knows where the Big Apple is, but does anyone know where Mid Apple is?
Minneapolis?
Oh, Minneapolis.
Minneapolis.
Oh, Minneapolis.
Este güey.
No mames. Este güey se compró un libro de chistes y aquí
Sí,
hablando
güey. Si a nosotros nos dicen que no tenemos nada que hacer, ese güey no tiene nada que hacer.
Okay, we saw that one. Whole Foods has donuts. What?
Whole Foods has donuts.
I don't know, man. I've never been at Whole Foods. That was just a joke. It's little man.
Serial
Serial
killers look
killers.
normal. The crazy ones, at least we can tell they're crazy. Eso sí, that's true.
That's funny that you say that, Veronica, because another weird thing, and maybe the girls in the chat could explain this, but there's Ted Bundy. Girls were hot for that fool. Like they were sending them letters. I love you. This
Igual
that.
al pinche Richard Ramírez,
The
¿no?
Richard Ramirez, way, cuando that fool had girls, way. And it's like, why? Why?
You guys are a little crazy también.
Yeah, les gusta ese bad boy
The
mentality.
bad boy. Nah, but those fools are, that's like beyond bad boy, bro.
Those are the real bad
They
boys.
could fucking kill you. It's like fucking sleeping with a lion or some shit, you know?
Yeah, it's insane. Well, Richard Ramirez got married in jail with one
Oh,
of his
yeah,
fans.
con one of his fans, huh?
¿Qué dice aquí? Yep,
Yep,
I feel the
I feel the
same,
same
bro.
way, bro. A white dude on the block is not right. Either cop or he's trouble.
Oh,
Yeah.
for your story, where the white
Oh,
boys
yeah,
got
yeah, yeah,
married.
Simón.
And then,
Trompiras.
¿dónde está? Ese es el compa Alonso.
Ahí está. Shout out to Alonso.
Shout out to Alonso. It was mad quiet after the Clásico this time, but last year he was there screaming. That's past bad boy.
Night Stalker, Hispanic. Yeah.
Yeah, that's Richard Ramirez.
Yeah, Richard. El Richard. El Richard Ramírez. I still
Richard.
remember my dad was like, no, hombre, estaban todos bien crazy. My dad, during that time, we vivían aquí, down the block, aquí
Yeah.
pasando la Hooper. And that fool was like, everybody was locking up their shit at night. Like, everybody was scared that fool would
Well,
jump in your
aren't
window.
the window barriers? They were made because of that fool.
Neta?
I think so.
Damn, bro, if that's true.
Because
Yo
that
lo
fool
hice
would come
nomás
in
para
through the
que
windows.
no se metieran ahí.
Yeah.
para que no se metiera nadie a la pinche casa,
No,
güey.
but
Pero
at least what I heard was because of that fool. Because that fool was breaking in, so they're like, nah, fuck that.
that's fucking crazy. If that's true, está cabrón, güey.
My mom would lock the doors like never before. Yeah, man, fuck that. And that fool was going after women, like old women, old people.
Older people, I think it was Pasadena, ¿no? Donde empezó el güey.
Pasadena. Like South Pasadena, which yeah is borderline East LA.
Hey, South Pasadena. Borderline East LA, South Pasadena? Nah, güey.
Alhambra, ¿ya viene siendo todo eso?
Alhambra is like East LA? Nah,
Yeah,
fool, that's
está
still,
en East LA,
está,
güey.
está muy,
Borderline.
¿sí?
From what I feel like,
Yeah, pues sí, cierto. Yeah, yeah, right, because it's
you
by
could
the
take
710, no.
all
It's by like the
Garfield.
710. Yeah. That's fucking wild, bro.
Yeah.
Pues ya ves que lo agarraron aquí en downtown.
Bro, well, I used to play the black metal band. I don't know if I told you. We used to play with another band. And the drummer, that's a fool. I don't even know if you remember, like, when we finished the show right here in East LA, when you guys went,
Hey, Simon.
some fool approached me with his lady, and, like, I was, like, talking to them. And that fool ended up having kids with that lady, but this fool became a fucking, like, a fiend, like a meth fiend.
Yeah.
And that fool killed a kid, bro.
A kid?
Yeah, you know, Hambra.
Damn.
This fool, este, you could see the video. They never showed the graphic stuff, but the kid was 10th grade, bro. This
Oh, I
motherfucker,
think that sounds familiar, way.
and this fool took out a big ass knife, way, and he shanked him in the neck while the kid
But
was waiting for his parents to pick him up
just for no fucking reason.
for no reason, way.
Damn, fucking
That
crazy,
fool was
bro.
just lost in his head. They had him, like the police were had his whole house buried, like barriered,
Barricaded.
barricaded, so the but this fool turned himself in, and he's fucking jail.
That's fucking crazy, dude. Fuck.
Insane.
What drugs do to you, man? Say no to drugs. Remember the DARE program for the people that are as old as me. Dare to say no to drugs. Nah.
You made a promise to there.
Yeah, I did, fool. Nah. I broke that shit a long time ago.
But it's the Richard Ramirez thing. Netflix has been doing ever since the who was that serial killer? The gay guy that would Dahmer.
Jeffrey Dahmer.
They made us a monster. Se llama Monster the series.
Oh, Simon, I've seen
With
that.
Dahmer. Last year was the twins, the twin brothers, and this year is something Negan.
I think he's a dude that they inspired Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Uh-huh.
That he would like kill people and then he would wear their skin and shit.
I still haven't seen
I
it, but
think it was him, Jeffrey. I think it was him. That they were inspired on Texas Chainsaw, and I think Buffalo Bill from The Silence
oh
of the
the
Lambs.
one with the put your screamer.
Yeah, like yeah, but it rubs the lotion on the skin. Yeah, it's the wave.
So that's a series now. But the people are asking when it's already out. It was out before Halloween.
¿Cómo se llama ese güey? I
Something
I forget.
Egan.
No, Ed Gein.
Oh, Ed Gein.
Is it Ed Gein? Yeah, yeah. They mentioned that for I think in Mindhunters también, way.
And
That's a
that fool,
really good show, dude. Mindhunter, fuck.
but you watched the monster series?
Nah, I haven't watched
You
it.
not even the Dahmer?
Nah.
Oh well, those are pretty good shows.
I can't commit, bro, to the
Like
to
a whole
this.
like it's I mean 7 episodes.
The last one I did was Halo,
Oh,
and I'm just too I get too hooked, bro, and
it's too
I just
much.
don't do shit, and I just fucking focus on
Oh
that.
yeah,
So I just don't. I rather
The
not.
fucking ¿cómo se llama? When you're like you're watching the whole episodes all the time.
Yeah, I get hooked like really easily, and I just like binge watch that shit. Like
Binge watching.
I have no self control, bro, so I gotta fucking. I just stay away from it.
But yeah, well Daisy, you should check it out. The huge tall. I don't know if he's tall. I haven't watched this series
But
yet.
this guy, he's like, it's like back in like I don't know if it's the 20s maybe or 30s or it's
It's
like
an old story.
I think so. I think this was from like back in the days. I don't think it's like, or unless I don't. Maybe it might be like cute, because I know that the pictures that I've seen of this fool, it's like he lives like in a rural area.
Hmm.
So no sé, güey, no sé qué año fue, pero
Yeah, but people are asking for the Richard Ramirez one.
Oh
Because
shit.
the series is so good. Where like it's had a good three seasons. Now they're like, oh, Richard Ramirez, which would be crazy.
That would be fucking crazy, bro. Richard was. Ese güey estaba también bien. Está loco, el güey.
Well, he passed away already.
Richard Ramirez passed away
Yeah,
already?
a couple years back.
Nah, really?
Yeah, I went to his funeral.
Shut
Nah, I'm
the
just
fuck
kidding, but he did
up.
pass away.
Eso, neta,
He did
güey?
pass away.
What the?
No, Kill Tony, the show. There's an old man that comes in there, and like he's not being that like he's like old man funny, and it's
Dad jokes?
they ask him like, before I let you go, what's one interesting thing that that we should know about you before like we let you go? He's like, I used to smoke weed with the Nightcrawler, and Rogan was there. He's like, really? He's like, oh, like
What the
that fool.
fuck?
But this fool was so close with that fool, he would call him Richie. So that's like endearment, no?
Pues sí, güey. I mean, Richard Ramirez's story también is pretty fucked up. Like, I really do think, like, that fool's uncle had a lot to do
To
with
do with
him fucking, like,
like
being
mental state.
disturbed. Yeah, like, all the pictures they say that fool would show him about, like, dismembered bodies from Vietnam and, it's, it's just crazy, way.
That's insane.
Imagínate, güey, enseñarles a un morrillo, like a little kid. Fuck, that's fucking crazy.
But there's always that one person, huh, that just goes too far with kids with shit like that. Like I want to show kids
Pero
that.
es que hay gente, güey, que está mala de la pinche cabeza, güey. That's
Yeah.
just what it is, you know?
For me, that's one thing that I think I'll always die on. Is like let kids be kids, man.
Yeah, fuck yeah, bro.
Let them enjoy their childhood.
Sí, güey. Oh, Ed Kemper. Yeah, Ed Kemper también, that's another crazy story. Ese güey, the co-ed killer.
They were teasing that for in Mindhunter. If you remember, like the first two seasons, they were all at the end of the every episode, salía ese way like coming out of like planning his kill.
No, it was the BTK killer, way.
Oh, the BTK
Yeah,
killer
that
is
was
different.
BTK. No, Ed Kemper is a co-ed killer.
Oh, that's a big
The
tall fool.
tall motherfucker.
Yeah.
Yeah, que ese way I think he killed 3 girls and that he like decapitated them and buried the
On the
heads
San Diego coast, no, ahí.
más para arriba, way. I
Como para
think
arriba,
up
para arriba.
north. Yeah, and that fool buried the heads outside his mom's window, like bedroom window, looking up at the window. Did you
Yeah,
like
yeah, I
the
remember
story
that.
says that shit? Fuck, bro, that's crazy. And then he kills his mom
He killed his mom.
and then decapitates her, and I think he like
Does crazy
does
things to
crazy
the.
things to the head. Yeah.
That's I think that like probably that's probably the closest thing we'll feel to feel like a woman when they feel defenseless. A 7 foot fucking monster, like at least me 5 foot 7, like what the
Como
fuck?
dice el Toby que te diga, véngase chiquito. Nah,
De chiquita.
véngase pa' acá, chiquito.
Pinche
Fuck
Toby,
that
mamón.
shit.
I think that's probably like it's funny because I felt it once with a woman. Like I was walking in Santa Monica. I used to work in Santa Monica at the shop, and I'm walking the Dirt Street Promenade. Fucking Amazon woman, bro. I was like, what the fuck? I just felt so like,
So small.
yeah, so small. I guess, yeah. Cause she was fucking huge, bro. What the fuck?
Está cabrón, güey.
Okay, you said according to who? To Wiki, he was 6'9". Damn, 6'9", bro. That's crazy.
El
You sure
droop.
it wasn't 6'7"?
No mames. El droopy huevos. Any infamous serial killers in Mexico? We have a video on the Poquianchis,
Oh yeah, the Pokeanchis.
the Poquianchis. Those ladies, if you guys look them up, it was like ¿cuántas hermanas eran? ¿Dos o tres o
Tres, no?
algo así? ¿Tres hermanas?
There's a Netflix series being made.
Oh, there is one, right?
There's a
No,
Netflix.
it already came out, no? In Netflix Mexico, I think, the Poquianchis.
It's being made by Mexico, but I don't think it's dropped yet.
Oh, no?
No, pero sí es. I like that it's being made by
Mexicans?
yeah Mexican. It's a
Yeah.
Mexican story told by Mexicans.
Sí, yeah. Y esas hermanas, they were
A sex code, no?
no, it was not a cult way, sino que they would basically se robaban a las niñas. They would I guess kidnap like girls from different pueblos in Guanajuato and Jalisco, and they would open up brothels.
Yeah.
And like if the girls se les revelaban or si se embarazaban or whatever, sometimes they'll kill. They I don't know how many fucking abortions. Like the numbers, they don't know the numbers of like how many people these three sisters killed, pero it's a lot. Like when it came to like abortions, like these women would get pregnant that were in these brothels, and they would like just do abortions on them, and sometimes the women would die, so también las enterraban atrás or whatever. I think there was some location that had like a well, and they would just toss the bodies into the well. Um, that's another crazy story. That's a good one to
Yeah.
look into.
And we do have a video on it. If you guys scroll down, Las Poquianchis,
Las Poquianchis, yeah,
which is we had a boom in people watching our stuff. So it's like even that one had a boom in views and stuff.
yeah, that's a crazy
So that's
story.
a really good one if you guys want to look
It's
into
pretty
it.
scary because I mean these young girls like they would be lured in. That's the thing. Like como antes en Mexico, si iban a un rancho, like the people were so humble and they never thought like of no tenían like a bad bone in their body, so they would le confiaban mucho a la gente, güey. And and these girls, like these three sisters, would go to those ranchos and they would ask the parents like, oiga, me presta su hija porque ocupo que me ayude a limpiar y que blah blah blah, this and that, whatever, some fucking jale like that. And la gente decía, oh, sí, 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 yo se la mando mañana and this and that. And they would send, like, these parents would send their daughters over to these fucking women and they would just fucking kidnap them and
Never hear about.
they would throw them into these brothels and they would force them. I think they would, like, when they would first kidnap them, they would have, like, men, like, sexually abuse them. And then they would just throw them into the brothel and have them working as
Fuck.
sex workers. And whenever they got too old, and they quote unquote couldn't use them anymore, they would just kill them and just start bringing in like young girls.
That's
It's a crazy
crazy.
story, bro. That Pocanchis is a crazy story.
Or I guess it's out.
I
Las qué?
think so, way. I think yeah, sí, sí, way. I think it is
Las
that. I
muertas
think it
on
was
Netflix.
yeah, but I think you can only watch it in Mexico, no?
No sé, güey. Last time when we made that story, it was this year, bro. And the last time I heard about, but it is that name, Las Muertas.
Las Muertas.
Yeah, but
Yo
I
creo ya
thought it was
salió,
barely
way.
being made.
Nah, I think it's already out, fool. I think that's a crazy ass fucking story. It's pretty.
But yeah, check it out. It's a crazy story. It's insane. And I had just heard something about a lady called La Diabla, and she was doing a lot of stuff like that too. But it's mixed in with the narco world.
Oh, no sé, way.
Like
I know.
recently, I had
Que
read
there was
some.
una luchadora también I seen. Remember, I think I sent you that video. Or my cousin me mandó un video de una señora en del DF, I think, que she was a luchadora. And ella, I think she did tell me like, hey, you guys should make a video about this shit. So this lady would go, según ayudarle a like the older people to like clean their houses or whatever, and she would like kill them and steal their shit.
Shit.
Yeah, fool. But she was also like a luchadora, like part time or whatever. That's fucking crazy, man.
That's crazy, dog.
I'll look for that video so we can we should probably make
A little video on
a
the
little
story.
video on that story.
That's what our videos are, guys. I think this is a perfect moment to clarify that our content is a lot of the stories that we find interesting. We found the Garth Brooks thing interesting, and that's why we shared it with you guys. And it's funny because we're getting a lot of comments and stuff like that about it. And at the end of the day, unless it's a true story already, like for example the Pokianchis, it's confirmed
Yeah,
everything
that
that
one's
happened.
confirmed, Simon.
We are to the best of our abilities making sure to let you guys know it's a theory. A theory it means it's not. It hasn't been proven like 100% true. A conspiracy theory is something that put your fucking tinfoil hat on and
Yeah.
so it's stuff like that. I thought it was the perfect time to clarify that just because In that video, there's a lot of people like, guys, it's impossible. Yeah, it might be impossible,
Nothing's
but
impossible, bro.
it was so interesting to tell that story. Even if it's, we're not saying that Garth Brooks actually goes out at night and kills people, but this theory is saying that and connecting him to it, and it's like, how crazy would it be for what apparently is one of the biggest singers in America to be going out at night and taking doing what serial killers do?
I
That's
mean,
crazy. That's a crazy story.
yeah, it is a crazy story.
Que dice abajo?
El El Little Man dice, is it on Netflix? If you're talking about Las Muertas, yeah, bro. And then Verónica says, femicide, o como en español, feminicidio, is on the high in Puerto Rico, Mexico, and India. She's watched a lot of documentaries. Yeah, like también eso, feminicidio, like especially, though, at least here, bro, like lo que se ha visto como en Mexico, Juárez was like a hotspot for that shit. A lot of women were disappearing. Um, y especially because también, ya ves que en México, it's like some ridiculous percentage, like 90 something percent of the crimes go like unsolved, or they don't even fucking like, they don't even look into it, you know?
Yeah.
So,
It's crazy because we were talking about how more violent feminism is in Mexico, right?
yeah,
And
feminism, yeah, like the
it's a little
movement,
more,
feminism movement's a little bit more violent, but there is a lot of violence against women in Mexico, bro.
and I think that the shit in Juarez is like women have had enough. It's like that's why the feminism is not the same here because I don't think we've seen what we saw in Juarez during those times here in the U.S.
Yeah, I mean, in the US, I know that was you can't really compare like the culture como aquí en Estados Unidos como en México. Even though there is obviously like violence against women here todavía, in Mexico it's like women are losing their lives, and it was like ridiculous numbers, bro. Like it was high numbers, and it's not, you're not talking about just like older women or women in their like 20s or 30s, but even like young girls, bro. And I heard a fucked up story of like some bus driver that he tried to, like, I think this girl, she was like probably like in high school. She went into the bus, and I guess she was like the last passenger on the bus, and this is in Mexico. And the bus driver fool like didn't let her out. And this fool went out of his route, and he fucking tried raping her on the bus.
That's crazy.
No más que I don't know, si no me acuerdo la story like muy bien. It's just been so long, and I fucking have so much shit in my head, but no sé si la violó el bus driver o se pudo escapar la morra, pero shit like that, bro. Like imagine just being a fucking bus driver and just like, hey, well, they don't give a fuck. Like they're not looking into these murders, so I could just fucking rape and murder fucking a girl whenever I want and shit. Like that's crazy, fool.
One of my favorite series in Netflix is Narcos Mexico,
Simon.
and I like both the Colombian and the Mexican one. But on the last one, they were telling the story del Señor de los Cielos, where he was in charge of Juarez. So the director tried, but I think it got in the way of both stories. I feel like maybe that the story of the women deserves its own little like series to tell the story
Yeah,
correctly.
Simon.
And the same way it got in the way of telling the story of del Señor de los Cielos, where like you should. I mean, the name of the show is Narcos, but I like the fact that he tried telling the story because he does create a character that is like he's in the narco world because he's a cop, and his cop friend is like, "Hey, güey, aquí gano buena feria, vente pa acá." And he's like, "Nah, I'm good." This who got hooked in hunting down the killers for the women.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
That's
so like in the story, he's going everywhere because he in his head throughout the season, he thinks it's one guy. He thinks like I gotta find the motherfucker that did
oh,
this.
it's just one. Like he thinks it's just one person responsible.
Yeah, and at the end, he sees this guy, and it's an American guy, like a Texan guy, and like he kills him. Like he's late at night, and the guy is. I think the guy was like trying to like prostitution, But the girl was kind of like, I had enough, and she was pushing him up. And he's like, "Hey, what are you doing?" And that fool was like, "Oh, I'm just trying to have some fun." And this fool kills him. Like, wow, like fuck
Oh
you,
shit.
because he thought I got my guy.
Yeah.
And this fool goes on, and like he's even like calm, like more or less stressed. He found the body of the girl that he was looking for. Se lo entregó a la mamá. And then he's driving, and he sees a scene where like there's a lot of like hazmats, and he's like, "¿Qué está pasando?" He's like, "Oh, encontramos
Otro cuerpo.
otro cuerpo, yeah."
Fuck,
And it
dude.
wasn't just one; it was like a bunch of bodies of women in this little, I guess the area they would dump bodies. And like, and the show, he's like, "Fuck, man! Like I thought I had solved it."
That's fucking wild, bro.
And that actor is really good too. He did a good job of doing his character. But it's like I said, I feel like it would have been better told if it was its own thing.
Yeah, like yeah, bro, and that shit's like really, really like up there in Mexico, and I'm sure in other parts of like Latin America, like Central South America, uh, and yeah, bro. I mean, it's como te digo, like ahí, we went to Durango last year, and they had like a feminist like march protest, and they fucked up, like they fucked up the downtown, bro. Like these girls are pissed, and rightfully so, bro. I mean, it's like I just seen a comment that the cops don't care from Veronica, and it's true, bro. And at least in Mexico, way they don't. It. I mean, it's either they don't fucking care or they don't have like the resources to actually look into it, or they got their higher up saying don't look into this shit. Like,
Like it's
because we all understand también that el narco is like embedded in the fucking politics. I mean, yeah, you know. So yeah, it's pretty crazy. And I also seen a comment that somebody posted up here that they if we would ever go ghost hunting. Who posted? Check it out.
go something. It was Javier something. It was next to the Little Man one.
Oh, the droopy huevos. Would y'all ever go ghost hunting? I think I would, bro.
Goes hunting.
Yeah, I think so.
Quién sabe,
Do know
man.
it?
It'd be interesting, like to
Kind of
go.
like an urban exploration and shit.
Yeah, like kind of like the shows that we used to watch, Ghost Hunters, no?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, on
Simon.
History Channel.
Yeah. No, on it was on Travel Channel,
Oh,
eh. El Zach Bagans.
that's, I think one of the things that like I've like be careful where you go,
Sí,
or
güey.
be careful the doors you open.
Yeah, Simon.
And we've talked a lot about it in my aspect that I like the whole witchcraft thing is it's like it's not that I don't believe in it, but I'm just like I
What's
guess
com
ignorant to it.
It's not ignorance, fool, but there is a lot of people that say, "Oh, I don't believe in like la brujeria and all that shit." But another thing that they say, it doesn't matter if you believe in it or not. It matters if the person that's doing it towards you believes if that shit's true or not. You know?
Yeah, and I've told you the story of like my mom when
Yeah,
she
Simon.
was younger, she was doing things. Not to get too into detail, but she my mom suffered a lot when she stopped messing around with that shit. Or whatever she was doing, like she got a lot of pesadillas, a lot of nightmares.
Yeah, bro. I mean, that's just real. I think it's real, dog.
Yeah, and even to me, like I think about how like when I would talk like we talked about black metal earlier, a lot of the stuff that I would write, because I was the one writing the lyrics and everything.
Simon.
Like a lot of the shit was dark,
Yeah, really dark.
And
Blasphemy.
when I started like leaving that stuff, leaving that world, I felt like I had that experience that my mom had too, where there's a lot of nightmares, a lot of pesadillas and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's just real, bro. I think that's just really fucking crazy. ¿Qué dice la raza?
Dice the last one que dice.
It's good when you don't believe because spirits don't bother so much, but it's very real. I dealt with very young. Yeah, I mean, I also think it depends on the people that like on the awareness también sometimes. Um, I feel like I've talked to people that would say like, oh, I wouldn't believe, but then they started seeing shit and they're like, fuck, like it made them believe. Like, and I know there's a lot of people that are like in denial, kind of like you, that say like, nah, fuck that, like, que no sé qué, but I mean, that shit's real, bro. Like, it's not. No, no sé, güey. That shit's real, fool.
Yeah, and if you think about it, it's like it's not like something that's made up from recently. It goes in history, like African voodoo and all that stuff.
Sí, güey. I could tell you like una historia que de mi grandma from my mom's side allá en Durango que este she well the family claims that alguien le hizo brujería. A ella dijo que también le hicieron brujería, güey. And my grandma, bro, since I can remember, ella siempre fue bien religiosa, güey. She was like, it's Dios y que, like all of that shit. She
Yeah.
didn't like, she also didn't really believe in that, bro. Pero, so she se juntó con mi grandpa when she was 18. Los dos, I think they were the same age. Y she didn't have her first baby, which is my uncle, when she was 30 years old, bro.
Oh shit.
Back in the day. Que en aquel entonces, güey, like, kids were getting married. Like, you were fucking 14, 13, and you were already married, Like, it was fucking crazy. But they got married, I think, when I believe the story goes that they were 18 years old when they got married, but she didn't have her first child until she was 30. Y eso pasó, güey, porque dicen que una señora la tenía embrujada. And my grandma that she would sleepwalk and shit, and like, there was like some train tracks que pasaba un tren ahí cerquitas, and she wouldn't remember this, bro, but she would like literally sleepwalk to the train tracks y se acostaba in the fucking train tracks to like get run over by the train. And my grandpa had to like be on the alert because he knew that something like this was gonna happen. So que eventually conoció una señora, güey, y la señora le dijo, hey, yo te puedo ayudar, pero, you know, uh, déjame ver qué es lo que tienes y yo te digo, whatever. So I guess the lady looked into it. I don't know if she was a medium or what, but she told my grandma, like, lo que tienes it's like really heavy, está bien pesado, está bien fuerte. And si te ayudo, yo me voy a morir de lo fuerte que está, because I have to take that away from you. Pero dicen que la señora ya estaba mayor, so that she decided to help my grandma. And I guess it was like there was like a high percentage she was gonna pass away, la señora, but también había un percentage que no. But the lady, they say que she ended up passing away. Y
Damn.
le quitó eso, güey, a mi grandma. Cuando se lo quitó, that's when she got pregnant with my tío.
Weird deal. That's crazy.
And también after that, my grandma was like very like no, like no, no, she was like very religious, bro. Like,
I bet.
sí, güey, like she was very thankful for what that lady did, like to help her and shit. And
That's no coincidence too.
no, güey, está cabrón. Por eso te digo, güey. I know that a lot of people say, oh, yeah, that's not true. Or if you don't believe in it, it's not like it doesn't matter for whether you believe it or not. That's what I tell my mom, because ella antes decía, no, nomás existe el bien, nomás existe Dios, no existe que el diablo, que blah, blah, blah. But I'm like, mom, just because you don't believe in that doesn't mean they don't exist. Like, there's a reason why God exists. Like, God is, si, como dicen, God is good. There has to be
There has to be the
something
balance, the
that's
opposite.
fighting God. So it doesn't really matter what you believe. The thing is that las cosas están allá afuera, güey. Whether you want
Yeah.
to believe in it or not. So, este, yo como te digo, luckily I've never come like close to any of that shit, but have heard a lot of crazy ass stories, bro.
Yeah, man. I'm pretty sure. Aquí dice. ¿Qué dice? Yeah. In our culture. ¿Qué dice?
Oh yeah, we put the black fist bracelets to protect. Yeah, I've seen that, like the black bracelets or the red bracelets, que es para el ojo,
Mm,
all of that. Yeah, I've seen that in the babies.
that's crazy.
¿Qué dicen?
It's happened with Ubers too.
Oh, Daisy, que los Ubers, yeah, también los pinches Ubers, crazy.
I just heard a guy died. He crashed into like a lunch truck
¿Dónde?
in El 10. He was an Uber driver too.
Oh shit.
they break when a spirit gets close.
Yeah, that's crazy, bro. Yo, la neta, también el pinche Fepo when Damiana was just born. El Fepo had me fucking paranoid, bro. I was like, we gotta get this guy baptized or las pinches brujas se lo van a llevar. You know, like, fuck, dog. It's
Che
because it's
Fepo,
crazy, fool. Like, during that time, and Daisy could tell you, like, we were seeing a lot of crazy shit around the house. I mean, maybe we're just, I don't know, estamos locos, way or whatever, but, um, it's a little crazy, bro. Like, todo ese pedo.
yeah, man. And well, I've seen stuff here, and I've told you guys, but it's wild. It's
¿No andabas
wild when you see
marihuana, güey?
shit. No, yo nomás puro Pacífico, in case they're watching. But it's crazy when you see things or you experience things that that have
That
no
are
explanation.
unexplained. Another thing, I don't know if I told you, wait, one of the last crazy things that happened to me right here. I had just gotten home from work. It was like past 10 o'clock, and I pulled into the driveway, and I normally back into my driveway, so I'm looking at the street. I shit you not, bro. And I was like, what the fuck? Like sometimes I feel like I'm fucking going crazy. I literally saw a person like from my peripheral. So I got home and I didn't close the gate, right? And so I was like, I don't know if I think I was responding to one of your guys' messages or whatever. And as I was looking at my phone, I literally out of my peripheral vision, I saw this dude walking like it seemed like it was a guy, right? Walking like towards my driveway. So I was like, what the fuck? So I look up and there's nobody there. And what I saw was a cat, wait, walking.
That's crazy.
Like where the guy would be walking out of my peripheral vision.
In
When
that
I
same
looked,
spot,
there was no person but a fucking cat walking on the sidewalk.
that's crazy.
So what? Like, am I crazy or what the fuck, bro?
No, bro,
I don't do drugs
anymore.
anymore. Yeah, no.
Yeah, it's crazy to think shit like that.
Oh yeah, Daisy says the story with Valeria. Yeah, ves when Valeria was small, she used to say that she had a friend que se llamaba Andrew. I
Yeah,
think it was Andrew. And then so aquí estaba güey, en la casa, and during that time we would catch a lot of orbs on the baby monitor. And una vez que Daisy went to go visit her brother in their house, Valeria was playing or whatever, and I think she did say like, "Oh, there's my friends in here," and like, "Oh, what's his name?" Like, "Oh, le dijo mi cuñado," like, "Oh, his name's Andrew." Like, what the fuck, like whatever. So el güey se le olvidó, So this fool downloaded like an app on his phone that you could talk según to spirits, and he was walking around his house and he asked like, "Hey, somebody here?" And then I guess he got like a message that said like, "Oh, yeah, somebody's here," and like, "Oh, what's your name?" And the name came up what Valeria's friend
friend was.
was, but this fool was like, "Hey," he called Daisy. He's like, "What's the name that Valeria's always saying? Like, es su friend?" And Daisy was like, "Oh, his name is Andrew." And he was like, "What the fuck? That's crazy! Like, I just downloaded this app and this fucking name popped up. Like, how? What? That's like a crazy coincidence, isn't it? Like,
Crazy.
for a name to pop up."
Hell
Y
yeah.
te digo que esta niña, she's a little crazy, porque pues, no está loca, pero ya ves que te dije que una vez que she's like, "Oh, Junior's here." And I was like, "Oh shit, really? Like, what the fuck?" Like, and I went and looked out the door, and you guys were just pulling up. Cuando venías con Lale, you
Yeah.
guys were just pulling. I was like, "What the fuck? How did she know you guys were already coming?"
I
Pero sí
remember you
está,
told me that.
yeah, it's a little creepy.
That is wild. I gotta
Pero
go
sí, pues
break
ya
it.
le cerramos, ¿no?
Yeah, if you want to. It's already damn almost 3 hours.
Yeah,
Pinche tiempo vuela when you're having a good time.
hell yeah. Thank you guys for joining us.
He said, let's read the last comment.
A ver, let's read them.
Some people are sensitive, some are not.
Yep, that's true. That's very true.
Daisy, the story with Valeria, which she told. Some see things, or some feel, or both.
Yep.
Yes, I've experienced that with one of my brothers too when he was little.
Yeah.
Like that fool ran across the room all scared. You're not crazy. No
I
estás loco.
I hope not. I hope not. Thank you.
What is this? This is an emoji. You're a little closer.
Manos.
Oh, it's
Waves.
claps?
Maybe
Oh,
waving.
waves, yeah. Tanya, hello, how you doing? Yeah, sleep well, be safe. Hey, you too, Veronica.
Thank you. Thank you for joining us.
Yes, thank you guys. Appreciate the
Thanks,
love.
Daisy. Yeah,
Appreciate
appreciate it.
the support. Missy Mel, enjoy your
San
show.
Antonio, Texas.
More love, good love,
Saludos.
guys.
Saludos
Thank
to
you,
San
guys.
Antonio. Appreciate you guys.
Appreciate the love. Appreciate the support, guys. If you guys are new, make sure to check out the content. If you guys dig it, hit us with the follow. We're continuously trying to grow the page. Check out the YouTube. This whole thing, if you miss anything, you guys are going to be able to see the replay on the YouTube. We will be uploading them there. But aside from that, guys, se nos cuidan. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. And we'll see you guys
Yes.
next Saturday.
Next Saturday. And Tanya, thank you. Thank you. Saludos to, what is it, Houston? She said, Houston, Texas. Saludos.
Nos
Have a
vemos,
good night,
raza.
guys.
Peace.
Adios.